says that we're going.
Dangerous.
I don't know. I'm fully expecting like certain areas of this to be all cut off and whatnot. Sorry, I gotta make myself a floating head again. Oh, it's really not dark. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I'm just here.
Wow, that took like 3 hours less than it normally does. So
Yeah. See,
that's impressive.
we're
That's
getting better.
impressive.
We're getting better. Listen, by the time that we're ready, we'll actually be ready. You know, that's the thing.
Well, we're streaming, so I mean,
Yeah, we are
there's that.
streaming. Yeah, and now it works on Twitch as well. I figured out what the problem was. Incidentally, if anybody else is dealing with Twitch, know that what you need to do in order to actually stream on Twitch is your stream rate has to be set to as at a maximum 5,999 hertz, I think, or something like that. It's anything 6,000.
5.997 gigahertz.
Yes, anything
What?
over 6,000 is just too much. We apparently there's a whole thing with Dragon Ball Z that they're just
over 9,000.
yeah, the over 6,000 is just too much for Twitch.
Yes.
Okay, like Dragon Ball Z levels don't even occur. Is what I'm trying to say. All right, but yeah, so if you guys are running Twitch servers and stuff like that, let me know. And if it doesn't work, then I'll show you guys how to get in there and switch it up and whatnot. So, okay, so I may be playing with the idea of an accent again. Like if you're joining us in this arena, this is all of us attempting to get sort of the feel of playing this game and voicing different characters and stuff like that within the Star Wars Asylum sort of genre and whatnot. We'll be dealing with each and everybody's main character. Right now, we're dealing with Ulaanbaatar. That's Steve's character. This is his character's kind of origin story within the actual game. We'll do probably one of each of those, and then we'll probably spend a lot of time dealing with Asylum as a general rule and whatnot. But yeah, so none of this is canon. This is all us just trying to figure things out. We'll do a podcast thing with all of it eventually. So okay, all right. So Max, to you.
Oh, that's my responsibility. Right. Let me do a quick catch up on everything that happened beforehand. So, several sessions ago, the characters got a chance to find out that there's an opportunity for money. They followed through with it. It required a lot of extra work. Check out previous episodes that delve into how they got here. Just to kind of catch up with that's important right about now, they are in a YV666, which is a Corellian light frigate that is painted up and decored out to look like Imperial freighter. They are currently in a sorting depot called... It's like a sorting depot for all the stuff left over from the war. And here they're finding a variety of things, mainly things of value that they can take and get away with. Ulan had some goals and ideals coming into this as far as what he knew he wanted to get. And so they fixed the ship, they painted it, they did a bunch of stuff. They jumped in, and in last session, near the end of it, they successfully landed on one of the docking stations, and there was some back and forth. The T7 droid, which is actually a mechanized droid combo thing for one of the little alien guys whose name are now slipping my mind. Look at me remembering all my notes. And Dakma, this little alien named Dakma, who's hiding inside of the T7, went out and got information, came back in and shared it all with everyone. A variety of other things happened, such as an encounter with the captain of the station, and we pick up from everyone currently is holding a data pad or looking at one of the screens on the ship and going through the thousands and thousands of pages. You are drifting through the Imperial Reclamation Zone, a vast suspended funeral for the Clone Wars. All around you, the Imperial facilities stretch into this vastness. 55 massive sorting stations hang like spiders on a web in the darkness of space. Dotted amongst them are heavier, more giant-sized sorting stations, while you guys have found yourself on one of these smaller stations. In fact, your YV666 is parked in station L51. The gangway has hissed shut behind you just a moment ago, sealing inside the sterile, cold belly of the station. The air smells of ozone and recycled fear. You are supposed to be invisible, ghosts in the machine, but the silence here feels heavy. Apopha, your hands are trembling, but not from fear. You're holding a data pad. It was sliced from the external terminal, and you were looking for salvage, but you found a winning lottery ticket. The manifest lists droids, a droid in particular, locked in secure storage vault L2 in cargo container 2582. It's not a protocol droid or a crappy security unit. The code suggests it's a one droid army, an IG-100, Magna Guard. Ulan, you aren't looking at a data pad. You're looking at the door. Your guts have been twisted since you clamped onto the hull. This isn't a chaotic battlefield anymore. This is the Empire. It's too quiet. You just want to grab mid-value scrap, power cells, hyperdrive regulators, whatever, and burn thrusters out of this sector before the tractor beams lock on. Frick! And this tension snaps. Over the station's internal intercom, a voice cuts through the static. It isn't the bored drawl of the conscripted officer. It's flat, identical, and terrifying professional voice of a clone trooper. Control, this is Patrol Arurik. We've got an unauthorized thermal signature popping up on our sensors in level 4 ventilation. It matches a Minoc heat signature. Permission to go investigate. Roger that, Patrol. Please be advised to handle it. Understood. We do want to let you know we're picking up 7 this time, not 2. Requesting that we get another shuttle over here within the next few minutes. If there's that many, the 3 of us might not be able to easily handle 7 Minocs.
That's the amount of people that we are, right?
That's an incredible analogy that you just came up with.
Yeah.
Are you freaking your pants at this point in time, or is that?
I was like, I would over our comms will be like, we've been made, so let's get this stuff and let's get the fuck out of here. So,
well, I do want to finish by saying that the prize of a lifetime sits in front of you, all over the place. There's a variety of things. You don't know what could be here.
Well, we do know that like apparently I think it's this station. There's kyber crystals, some droids.
Yes.
There was
coaxium, explosives.
Yeah, coaxium,
power
explosives.
cells,
Exactly, power cells.
detonators.
So basically, we're definitely gonna do the kyber. We're definitely gonna do the droids, the completed droids. I'm assuming that droid is part of the completed droids. The IG-100.
Apopha, somebody's talking. Who cares? You're looking at this information. You've had a moment to look around and see that you're currently located on something called L51, and this one's located at L52. Does your character have a good piloting skill, or at least some sort of astrogation? Do you have like?
Yeah.
No.
Let's see. No, he's got 2 in piloting space.
Yeah, he's
So
a
this
decent
grid
pilot.
is laid out. If you can imagine 0 to 7 along one side, and then from there, 1 to 8 along another side, and so each one's numbered correspondingly. And you're at 51, L51, but as you're looking at this information, you see that this droid that you're interested in, cargo crate 2582, is located at L42. And L42 is right up the door across from you and one station over that way. Not that far, technically speaking.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, I
I'm
don't know any of
thinking,
this.
how much longer we got to be here?
Well,
So at this point in time, Apopha turns and looks to everyone else and goes, because you're not 100% sure what Apopha has seen, and he turns and he says to everyone, "How long we got to be here?"
well, I don't know. I mean, coincidentally, they're talking about 7 Minox, and there's 7 of us, and we just had a clone trooper group that just left. So
let's double check. Let's count our heads. We've got Apopha.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Nos.
Mm-hmm.
We've got.
Is Apopha with the group outside, or is it back in the ship?
Apopha is definitely in the ship. He can't step outside.
Yeah, he's in the ship.
That's what I thought.
So we have the
I
two.
can't
We have
go
the two humans, or the 2 humans, and then me and Kira. Okay, so that's 4. Okay, we have the droid. That's 5. Okay, we know that they've seen you, right?
Ulan.
Yeah, they've seen Ulan, and I'm assuming that they could make the assumption that there is a co-pilot. Okay, so
Because they've got thermal. They said thermal, so that's 7. 7
Ah.
of you.
yeah, so exactly. So that's a coincidence that is not tiny, in my opinion.
Okay.
They said they were in the substructure or ventilation or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's all code for, meet up or go to channels or what, I don't know. But I'm sure that's. Here's the thing. Yeah, maybe.
Ulan, you've met a lot of people in your life, and you've watched people go from being cool and then uncool. And you're definitely, I don't know, do you think Ulan would see Nos's reaction to that broadcast as like he's freaking out? Because, I mean, I would freak out if I was.
He totally seems to be freaking out, I think.
Oh no, he's
Okay.
So just as a note, Nos is cool about it. He's very matter of fact. We've been. They know we're here.
But
So
in
let's
my
hurry up.
opinion as a game master, somebody should be freaking out. So it should be somebody. We'll pick one of the other humans to be like panicking.
Yeah.
Which
And
one?
so,
Son of a.
yeah, son of a the one that's not experienced.
Oh, Fab Joe is the inexperienced one.
Fab Joe is? Then I would say Fab Joe.
All right, so Fab Joe is like, oh shit, there's 7 of us. Oh shit, they got us.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
that
mean,
means that our time here is limited, and I
Yes.
believe that we should make all haste.
let's get the shit loaded and let's get the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna need you guys piloting this guy, and I'll stand by in the last word whenever we leave. But let's get these guys going. I'm gonna get to the T7 unit, and be like, hey, let's get these crates moving, and we want the Kyber, we want the like we're gonna go down a list of things. Do we want the coaxium, or do we want to set the coaxium to blow?
I'm going in order of value. So
Okay, coaxium's worth a lot.
start with the most profit dense items first.
The artwork probably is also profit dense.
All right. So
Artwork requires a fence. Artwork requires somebody who appreciates the art. One person's art is another person's.
Yes, but that makes it
welded together pieces of metal.
Right, but that makes it a value that is, able to be much larger than we think. And why would they save it if it didn't have value?
No, there are people who like to destroy art because of what it says. So
Fair. So at any rate, so we got the completed droids. Okay. We have the Kyber. We have what other ones are we definitely taking?
I think we should take the art.
Yeah, take the art. Okay. There was a bunch of weapons, right?
Yes.
Explosives, power
Yeah.
cells.
Explosives, power cells, Tyban gas canisters, ration packs,
Yeah.
medical
Oh,
supplies,
Tabana
actuating
gas.
molecules.
Yeah, Tabana gas is worth a lot, right?
Yeah, because that's what's used to make blaster weapons work.
Okay. And so that's worth more than the guns themselves, right? Like an amount of Tabana gas in a crate that big is worth more than
Because
a crate of
you
guns.
can sell it way easier because it's not only just an explosive, an energy source, and weapon, stuff.
Okay. So yeah, we'll take the Tabana
Okay.
gas. Does anybody else
So
have an opinion? Because I'm just one dude.
we got Nos who can go out. We've got Mara who can go out. We've got Sonova and Fab Joe. Those are the 4 people who can go out and get the crates and bring them back, right?
Yeah, well, the T7 T7 can also get like a lift, right? To bring in something.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you guys hook him up with getting a lift, I'm sure he can utilize that to go pick a crate up by himself.
I'll just tell him to go grab a lift. Hey, go grab a
Right.
lift, grab a crate that's one of the valuable ones. Um, do we want to set an explosion as a distraction?
Like somewhere else on the station.
Well, I mean, we've got those coaxium.
Yeah, like possibly one station over.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the coaxium, if the
Close.
coaxium goes off here, we might be able to make it elsewhere. You know?
Set a small explosive charge that we can set off if we need to make a distraction and an exit.
Yeah.
When things blow up, people aren't worried about proper undocking procedures.
Right. And to be fair, a coaxium storage container would be enough to take out this entire station.
So when I said small, I didn't actually mean blow up the entire station,
Oh.
because that will probably draw the attention of everyone.
True. But I'm saying,
Maybe just a small explosion.
so we
Small
said 2. So we said
explosion.
2 explosions.
What?
A
What
small
if we
one.
create a time explosion? And that explosion goes off once that crate's left and gone on its way.
Good idea. So Kira, set some explosives to go off, but in an area that's not going to damage anything necessarily, but it's definitely going to draw the attention of like clone troopers and stuff like that. If they come in, we can set off that explosion. That should draw many of them out. Okay, and then also set the explosive on the actual coaxium, because unless we're taking it. Because if we need to, we could blow this entire station, which will definitely get the attention of things.
Yeah, but an explosion that big might be bad.
Could be.
Because
Yes, I
don't want
You
them
are
to
on
have
that.
too much attention on us.
Okay. All right.
But I definitely will I can place a couple of smaller ones.
All right, good. And then grab a crate that you want. I'm going for the Kyber.
I want the explodey stuff.
So each of these cargo containers, maxed out, can hold, what was it, 150 tons?
Mm-hmm.
Was that correct?
Mm-hmm.
If I
There was
remember
something
correctly.
yeah.
8 times 150 was the number. If you ditch that ship, what's it called, in the upper cargo carrier, you probably fit another one inside. So we're talking like 9. And if you strap some to the outside, we won't get into that. But what I'm telling you is 150 tons at max of coaxium. All right. I need an explosives expert role from the explosives expert about slapping explosives to coaxium. I think we need to make the difficulty 1 step higher. So upgrade it by at least once.
What is the difficulty?
It should be starting out like 2 difficulty dice, but this, when you click the upgrade button, should do it properly and change.
Yeah.
it from 2 difficulty dice into 1 d12 dice and a d8 dice.
Yeah. So
How do I
so go to
do
your.
that?
Oh,
How do I
what?
roll?
So explosives is either based on electronics, on skullduggery, mechanics can also be a thing. Like how, like what exactly is your speciality? What's your highest skill?
Yeah, which skill do
Skullduggery.
you want to? So you want to use your skullduggery to do an explosives calculation. Go for
Yes.
it.
You said it's a difficulty 3?
Well, it's a difficulty of
Yeah,
2.
so what you're going to do is there's going to be a button at the top that you push and it says upgrade difficulty. And you push that, it's going to change the 2 in the center to a 1, and then it's going to add a 1 to the dice pool above it.
So your base difficulty is 2, and then hit upgrade difficulty.
Okay. Hopefully that was the correct thing to do.
That was, congratulations.
Okay.
You got it. So
Cool.
it says success, 2 successes, 1 threat. Turns out we're going to hold on to that threat right there.
Okay.
So Nigel has been educating me, and I took some time to do some reading. So I'm going to hang on to that threat there.
Okay. So in the meantime, so we can fit 9 total containers in here.
Yes, that's correct. As you ditch the
If we
vehicle
ditch
at the top
but
that you've stored.
If it's not supposed to be there, suddenly appears. Yes.
So 8 if we don't, right?
Correct. 9 if you dump, 8 if you just fill them up into the cargo, and more if you strap them to the outside of the ship.
Okay.
So with its success, I want to let you know that if you guys even put a hand grenade in, let's say, that coaxium container, and when you look at it in the roster, it says it's carrying 76 tons of coaxium. With 76 tons and it's aggregate, it's not just a fine powder. It's not going to spread evenly. You're going to have an odd burn. That's what this dice roll tells you. It's going to be a one-sided explosion that is going to shoot out in a direction because it is, again, it's an aggregate. It's a mixture of different shapes and sizes and not just like a fine powder or a bunch of BBs or something. So you're not going to get a clean explosion until you get there and physically look at it and say, this is its shape, this is what I can do. But 76 tons of coaxium is going to blow the ever-living caca out of everything. Poodoo is what they call it around these places. Poodoo out of everything. You'll be freaking gone if you stay too close.
All right. Yeah, so we definitely don't want to be around here whenever it's happening.
You don't even have to put a lot there. You just got to put a grenade that you can control from a distance, and the whole station will go up.
Okay, so we don't want
And
it, but we didn't.
that.
We decided we didn't want the whole station to go up. We just want to create a distraction from this, right? Is that what you guys decided?
Right.
Yeah. So maybe just take some of the coaxium out, and we'll take the rest of the coaxium because that's worth a lot, right?
Again, it's an aggregate material. There's no taking it out. You might be able to pull a few barrels out, but it's basically somebody opened a box and started throwing the shit in there. Excuse me, poodoo in there. And it's a freaking mess on the inside. It's all unorganized and whatnot. So it's labeled with a bunch of hazardous information. Yeah, you can get in there, but again, not very safe stuff.
Okay.
So with that taken care of, you do know where it's at, and it's up 1 level on level 0. By the way, the docking station is level 1, so you got to go up to level 0, and that's where the coaxium is currently stored at. The T7 is going to roll out, get himself a lift. What crate is he going after?
The art. Let's send him after the art.
Sure.
I'm going to go grab the Kyber, and then so that's the 3 of us. Oh, and then the other 2 guys are going to grab. What is near the Kyber and what's near the that is of value that we know of?
All right, let's go. So this is a decision. Since you cannot take the data with you, you have to make these decisions here at the Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
So T7's gone. Mara you're heading out to go to the coaxium, right? So you're gone, and it is Sonova and Fabjo who are sticking behind to kind of figure this stuff out with you guys. So let's get back over to the cargo list and You want to know what's next to?
I want to know what's next to the Kyber and what's next to the coaxium.
Okay, so the Kyber crystals that are listed in this container are located on. The Kyber crystal container is 1777, and it's listed on floor 4.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm heading there.
That's
And
where
what?
the clone troopers are going.
1777. That's where they said they were
That's
going.
the crate number, and it's on level 4. So, I mean, there are other things. So, with the Kyber crystal, there's a couple of other like statues and Jedi-related paraphernalia. There's also near there. There are some. It's referred to as Coruscant repulsor lift coils, and then it says Coruscant statues, and then it says Coruscant coupler assemblies in the area related to that same crate and the crates nearby. Everything's labeled Coruscant.
So we'll grab the Kyber and the Coruscant statues. So I'll take.
Sure, and so that's like 2 different crates. Now the one that's Kyber crystals is not all Kyber crystals. It's got other stuff in there. It's related to air quotes Coruscant robes, Coruscant packets.
Okay. Well, then let's. Do you want me to take both of the guys with me, and we'll just grab more of these Jedi items because those things are probably worth a fuckload.
Sure. I mean, you get to do whatever you want. I'm sorry.
I'm asking
Ulan,
the crew.
I apologize.
Yeah. Ulan, what do you think?
I'm saying we have 8 containers. Profit density. 8 containers in a limited amount of time. The Kyber crystals profit density. Robes? No. Jedi? You have to find another religious fanatic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more than just
I
religious.
come in over the intercom. I come in over the comms. I want a robe.
Oh, you know.
I'll buy you one.
Okay, so
there's a gift shop back in Asylum. I'll absolutely find something for you.
All right,
something in a kid's medium or husky. I mean,
no, I want a Jedi robe with blood on it.
If we can find a Jedi robe with blood on it, absolutely.
Yeah. So
Nas, if you find Jedi robe, with or without blood on it,
I'll take one. I'll take one guy. Kira, you take the other guy. And what's near Kira's?
Time. 8 containers in a minimum amount of time.
We got to make 2 trips.
We can sit there and debate all of this, but we have to get them on the ship now.
Mm-hmm. So I'm heading off with my guy. I'll take the
down technically.
Where
level 4 is down.
Yeah. So
you're on 1, 0 is up, and 4 is down.
So who's going with me? I'll let you make that decision.
Did you want the experienced guy or the inexperienced guy?
I honestly don't care. I mean, whoever.
Always take the dummy.
I'll take the dummy. Yeah.
Fab Joe, it is. So Fab Joe went with you, and Sonova went with.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we send off T7 to go grab the other thing. So
correct.
It's this.
So Apapa.
7.
What's up, brother? 5. What we doing?
5.
You are watching sensors and listening to comms.
Yeah, I can't do anything but sit here and drink on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Well, keep us
Wasn't
informed.
There a conversation about not drinking on the ship?
I don't remember that at all.
There was a conversation about not over drinking, but not letting him drink either because nobody wants that.
Yeah,
right.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I've always got a moment.
Okay, I was just noticing that you've been looking over the manifest for an unusually long time. Is there something in there that you see that we don't?
I haven't exactly been looking over it. I've been reading it though.
Okay, but I mean, there's like a little line of drool. Is that a normal thing for your people? I don't want to be cultural insensitive, but I mean, among the Twi'lek and the humans, as I understand it, the drool is usually this outward sign of something going on regarding something you want, be it wine or women or
my wing. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I do know that I got some errands to run, and how long is this gonna take?
Well, they're out for the cargo containers now. What errands are you running out there? What do you have to do your laundry? What errands are you talking about?
Yeah, man, I got some pants I gotta wash. And you mind if I take that little vehicle? I'll be right back.
What vehicle?
The one y'all just kicked out the back.
The vehicle that's stored in the upper container hasn't been kicked out the back yet. If
No,
it
it hasn't.
was, that would set off the Empire's attention to suddenly there's a Y-wing sitting.
It's a
in
B.
this-
It's a B wing. So yeah, and a B wing
B-wing.
is specifically a Imperial sort of thing. So I
I
guess
think I just figured out the distraction we need.
What distraction? We've already got an explosive distraction. We need more distractions? How many more distractions do you want?
I mean, what's more distracting, an explosion or a random Imperial ship autopiloting through this station?
okay.
Wait, you have a what? Oh, wait, what are you coming up with? What is this plan you're talking about?
I think I could rig this thing to fly itself, and we don't really have to worry about blowing up the station. We could just blow it up.
Wait, the ship we're on or NASA's ship?
I don't know. Now you need the ship.
Yes, I need my ship. That's my. I just won that ship. That's the last word. It's the. It's literally. If I was piloting it, it would have been the fastest ship in that race.
But you seem very keen to go somewhere and do something, and I
So
would be just ever so keen to hear your input
so
on
there
what you're interested in
there is
Well, what are we
another
gonna do
ship
with
before
the
docked
you,
ship?
though.
wander outside.
What are we gonna do with the ship if you guys want to take 9 crates? Where do we
Well,
put it then?
we were able to fit 8 in the cargo hold, and then 9 if I take off in the last word. So, but that will be
In the rebel ship.
yeah, drawing attention
I'm
away
just
In
from.
the
asking questions.
rebel ship.
Well, I mean, if what
Yes.
I'm looking at is like, is this the only? I mean, is there anything else of value that's elsewhere? You know what I mean? Like, if that's the case, I can run interference for a little while you guys go and grab a container, and then you can throw that container into the space where I would normally be, and I'll just jump out on my own.
I mean,
Well, what
I
is
can't
it
let
you
you fly
want,
out on
Apotha?
your own. All right.
I mean,
And
we've got a lot of stuff here. 8
I
crates,
scroll through
multiple tonnage.
the manifest and I just send you the data immediately. Like this is what I found.
First thing you notice, Ulan, is the word
Okay.
Dooku.
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh wow.
wasn't he
I mean,
that
because yeah.
the
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
what is an IG 100 exactly?
Um it's all in how you look at it, you know. I
It's a
consider it to
droid.
be a beautiful manifestation of the times we live in.
Yeah, it's a droid.
I'm sorry. Is that okay? All right. Yeah. Okay. It's a droid. Okay, we've established that.
It's
And
a
you want the
very
droid.
expensive droid.
It's a
All right. Well, how many
very
of them are there?
just one.
One.
Hmm.
What else is in that crate?
All right.
Um I would assume attachments, you know,
Yeah, there's
parts.
attachments, pieces and parts, other parts of Magna droids, as well as a variety of control panels related to um, a particular separatist ship and a variety of other things that are related to separatist materials, weapons, other B1 droids, and stuff like that. You're not 100% sure what it's talking about. There's something in there about sails or cloth and stuff like that. So it's like some sort of electro cloth. Um, but the important thing that you know is that the IG 100 is located in there. Dude, they have like jetpacks. They can have jetpacks. They can fly. These
This is
IG
what I'm saying,
100s.
Elon. You want to talk about price per pound? Right there, bud.
All right. So it's a valuable droid. Fine. Well, if we can get it, we'll get it. Absolutely. I mean, we can just shove it in one of the cargo containers, right? That doesn't seem like a problem.
I guess that's
Wait.
true. Like,
It's not on this station, is it?
You notice
remember
that
when
this
I said-
station is
remember-
labeled L40. Yeah.
You remember when I said I had some errands to run?
Well, I mean, where is it? L 52. So it's on the next station, yes? Fine. I tell you what. Don't go get it yourself. If we successfully get the 8, without any alarms and bells and whistles and shooting and death and dying and screaming in the void of space, maybe we can try and stop at L52. Does that seem reasonable to you? I mean, if we get away with it for 1, maybe L52 has your droid and maybe some other things on the manifest. I'm willing to jettison an entire cargo container if the next place has something more valuable. Again, profit density. But, Apophis, if this ends the way I suspect it will, with the shooting and the running and the screaming and the cold void of space, we can't stop at the next station. But if you think that it's valuable enough to go after, then, yeah, we've got something like 50 hours left on these codes. We could try it again.
When we leave this station, do we have to have 8 before proceeding?
Well, I'll take whatever we can get, as long as we can get out of here with our leaker intact. Skin.
It's fair.
But again, we
So-
have to wait for at least something to come back here. We can't go on and eat the next crumb cake until we've eaten the first crumb. That's a leaker. It's a Twi'lek expression. We can't go and get the extra stuff until we get the first stuff. We're here, and hopefully they're just talking about Minox and not us. But if we get off, then yeah, it's one station over. I don't think that's pushing our luck. Have you discussed this with Nos yet?
I'm on the
And
line. I'm on the line with you guys.
And I snatch the bottle. I pop open the cork of the bottle. I take a very long drink without breaking eye contact. I smell him, and then I walk away.
Does that mean he agrees? Does that mean he agrees?
I don't know. What do you do?
Nos?
Yeah.
Are there any social cues I need to know about Apophis's race or anything? Just anything, If he smells you, is that good or bad?
I mean, it depends. What was the look on his face?
He wants to make a slight side trip after we're done with this load-in.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
For what?
If
Sorry.
everything
So
goes
just
to plan,
just as a
which it's
background,
going to do.
I assumed I was on a comms thing with the three of them. I was not part of this conversation at all. All right, fine. Then I'll be like,
You're
yeah,
going down to level 4.
yeah. I'll be like,
level 4.
yeah. I mean, it really depends on what did he look like after he smelled you? Yeah, I mean, like they are scent based, so kind of like like a rancor. You know what I mean? Like how rancors are mostly so.
There are no rancor and Twi'leks. Okay. Anyway, that just seems to be part of his plan.
Okay,
I kept him from just taking your ship and going there. He's very keen on getting this other item.
Yes, don't let him take my ship. Okay, I mean I like the guy, but
well, I'm hoping he won't.
Yeah. So the what does he want to get? Like, what is it?
He said there's a droid that's worth an awful lot of money that belonged to someone named Dooku, one of those Jedi fanatics. It's an IG 100 something.
Do I know Dooku, and do I know what an IG 100 is?
That would be a knowledge related to droids. Let's take a look at your character sheet real quick.
I have a knowledge underworld.
Lore. Core world. Wow, you got 3 in it.
Me?
But it's int based.
Yeah. I don't have any.
Nothing else going.
I mean, the only knowledge one I have is underworld.
I would say the underworld, you definitely know that the term IG means that it is a droid meant to be pretty tough. Like AG-88s are known, so IG-100, same company.
Okay.
The name Dooku definitely brings or Doku, however he says it, definitely kind of like rings a bell to a degree, but not much more than that. So yeah, there's a potential here.
I mean, I know Dooku. I know. Well, I mean, I know that. I know the name. How's that?
Yeah,
And
everybody knows that name.
IG units are well, I mean, those are assassin droids, so I mean, they're well, assassin droids. Assassin droids are not cheap.
Fine. We'll pick up the assassin droid, but it's not on this station. We have to go one station over.
Well, then we should hurry up.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Are the explosives set yet, Mara?
So we're going to
Yep.
segue over to
Good
Mara.
to go.
You've gone up there and you've had an opportunity to find the box, open it up, and it wasn't wrong. It's an aggregate. So you've got a variety of containers inside. Get this container, and then just bags and piles of coaxium corroding away, eating at the inside of the Durasteel container itself. As well, in here is a nice collection of damaged coaxium covered droid parts, starship parts, fuselage parts, and stuff like that. So it's pretty much waste material. It'll make a nice shotgun effect or Claymore mine-like effect when it goes off.
Hooray, fireworks show.
Correct. So you were sent here to set this off. Were you also sent here to find something?
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
whatever the closest
whatever
valuable one was.
crates I can find that are valuable.
On level 0, when you guys were looking at the information earlier, there was something about a gas or gas
Mhm.
canisters?
Yeah, I want those.
Okay. Let me see.
And she's got one of the other guys with her too.
Yes.
Yes. Son of a.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the... There it is. Power cells and Tybin gas canisters. All right. It doesn't take you long before you find it. Just like every other crate, it is filled with more than just what we are talking about, the power cells and the Tybin gas canisters. There's other bits and pieces. You can see that the power cells are not just power cells for weapons, but the power cells for droids and other subsystems that might be going into a ship. So it is a nice collection of stuff in here, as well as some separatist-esque material. You see a banner-like flag painted on a sheet of Durasteel. You're not sure exactly why that's in here. And near the back of the container, the readout tells you that there is a... Hang on, I just lost... Here it is. A deflector shield generator in the back of the entire container. So it's not just gas canisters and a variety of power cells, a deflector shield generator. And it's not tiny. This thing is like 4.5 tons of weight. So you walk over to a nearby repulsor lift, set up, clamp both of them to both sides, hit the go button, and it begins to levitate up. You and Son of a begin pushing it toward the local lift to get it toward down toward the Lone Ranger. And in the process of doing so, you notice one of the officers or enlisted members up on a higher catwalk. They have a data slate in their hand and they're watching things. They're far away from you, so you're not sure if they're looking directly at you or Son of a, but they're looking in your general direction and they seem to be making notes on their data pad.
I'm probably gonna try to casually mention to Son of a quietly that we might be being watched and to go quickly but act naturally, keep our heads down.
No, so
Okay, all right.
is Son of a able to grab another container as well?
Well, with Mara giving the command to act casual but move quickly, the two of them are going to just grab one container and head out, especially under the view of this enlisted individual.
Right. Okay.
You get over to the lift and begin heading down. Ulan, back at the ship. Ulan and Apafa. Who is in the control? Who's in the bridge right now?
I'll be on the bridge. I think he's at weapons.
All right. As you're at the bridge and you're on weapons, a lift piloted, one of the split lifts being piloted by T7 is returning, and he gives a quick beep through. When Dogma beeps, he's generally getting the T7 to make noise. He's not making the beep noise. He doesn't hold down a combat and goes beep, boop, beep. That's not him. The T7 is doing that. So he beeps through saying that it's him. And to lower the gangway. The first cargo crate is coming in.
Okay, lowering the gangway.
It lowers, and the little droid begins commanding it up and parking it inside, telling the cargo, the lifts to separate and slide off to one side as it says, okay, where to next? What am I getting next?
What is this cargo container, T7?
This is the artwork. The number on it was 1542. It's all artwork as far as I could see. There's a couple of statues in there, some hollow discs, and a lot of hollow thingies and projectors and old paintings and stuff. This is him coming out of the droid and speaking to you.
Okay. All right, Dakma, if you can work with T7 to find the next closest cargo container of value, the one they can get the quickest. I don't care what's in it. We've got a pretty good list. I want the next one as fast as we can get it, just in case we need to leave quickly.
He slides in the T7, pulling his little compartment closed, and starts pounding away on his screen, bringing up the data. And he says over the comm, T7, let's head down to floor 2 and see if we can find that crate. I saw it on the list. Its number is 7649, and it looks like it has only weapons in it.
Weapons are always good. Go for it.
All right, and he takes his repulsor lift and heads out. We're going to segue over to Nos and
Fabjo.
Man, I'm terrible. Fabjo. You guys get onto the repulsor lift and the lift begin heading down. Floor 1 turns into 2, 2 to 3. 3 slows down to 4, and 2, 3, and 4 are much smaller than 1, which has got, it's the docking bay. And so in here, it is barely above crate height. Crates are a total of 3 meters in height, 3 meters in width. And as you get down to this floor, on the left-hand side of the entranceway, there's these 2 long bars that are connected by an electrostatic pulse. And so these bars separate and then grab onto the bottom half of one of these cargo containers, and that's the repulsor lift. That's how you move these things around. And then the electrostatic kind of basically keeps them together so that you can pull it from place to place. When you get down to this floor, there are 6 of them stacked in a rack of sorts, as well as another variety of paraphernalia around the room, like data pads and little splicer thingies and whatnot. There's a droid standing nearby with a data pad, and he's currently punching in numbers. And you can see farther down, this floor, as well as 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, aren't lit up until you move into an area. They're not lit up. And so the droid has its own light, and you can see that the clone troopers are down the length of this area, and they have lights out, and they're scanning stuff. So they're actually down here.
Oh, they are? Oh.
But they're probably about 20 meters away from the elevator. No, more than 20 meters, about 25 meters away from the elevator, and next to the bulkhead of the ship itself, the space station.
Okay. All right.
So maybe they are inspecting ventilation.
That's possible. Maybe it isn't us. Okay. So we're going to go to the crate that has the Kyber.
Now, you did hear Sonova and Mara over their comm in the interim say, we're being watched, let's move quickly. And so you're aware that they are acting in haste. Everybody's aware of everybody else's actions. I'm assuming everybody is just communicating over one channel and trying not to override each other.
Yeah. Okay.
And so you head out, and each floor is the elevators in the center, and then the floor spreads out toward the walls, each floor getting smaller as you go down. So this is technically the smallest floor for cargo. There is a level 5, but it's not a cargo location. As you move into this large area, you can't see over anything, and so you're just guiding by the information listed on the floor, and so it's like a zigzag, being dragged behind you, these 2 large bars, and then finally you find cargo container 1777.
Okay, cool. And then what were the other ones that we had?
I don't know.
There was
on level 4?
Yeah, other Jedi-related things, right?
No, the other one on level 4 says Mandalorian armor plating pieces,
We're
fragments,
grabbing the shit out of that.
commando droid vibro swords, and dwarf spider droid legs, bodies, and heavy blasters.
All right, I'm gonna grab those 2 if we can. I'm gonna put
All
Fab
right, let
Joe,
me
Fab
make that
Joe on
sure.
the other one, and I'll grab mine.
2231 is 41 is that cargo container. Let me make sure to write that down. 2241 Mando armor pieces.
Okay, so one of the things
All
that
right.
the way we're gonna do this, okay, is I'm gonna let him know that as we get to the elevator, okay, I want to swing it out and then back in, okay, because I'm gonna swing out and back in. You can just go in straight, all right. But basically, I want it to obscure us from any view, the cargo containers.
You know, he makes Fabjo thinks that's a smart idea too. So you guys are yeah, that makes sense. I like that. All right. So Nos, Fabjo can't roll, but you can, and I would really appreciate if you could give me a perception.
Oh, right. What is his perception? Does he have anything in it?
Or it's just yeah, it's just you're trying to notice what's going on over near the clone troopers. That's all.
Okay. So is he just no skill points, or does he have any skill points in it?
I noticed that you don't have any listed, and I think
I
you
don't.
should have at least one listed. So let's fix that real quick.
Okay. Go ahead and. Beep. Okay.
All right, hit the go button on that.
All right. Boop.
The difficulty is as is.
Okay. All right. 3 successes.
Fantastic. You can see that the clone troopers are currently making some sort of adjustment to the actual hull or infrastructure of the actual space station of some type. You can see that there's I would describe it as just like some sort of section of hull that they seem to be removing.
Okay.
Or setting up to be removed or something like that. You're not sure. What they're doing seems fishy to you. It's not like they're patrolling.
Okay.
Or they're looking at something, all 3 of them.
Okay. All right. What do I mean, my mechanics is not great, but what would
You make whatever skill you want you think might help you on this one. Skullduggery, streetwise, lore, like some sort of
I can't do
warfare skill roll.
Piloting wouldn't work, right?
No.
No. All right, I'm just trying to get an idea. All right, yeah, I think that maybe mechanics then would be the closest to get an idea of like
Or you could call out to somebody who's not busy and ask them to see if they can't utilize sensors or something else to assist.
Yes, I'm gonna yell out to T7 and be like, "Hey, they're doing something down on level 4. They're accessing some panels. Can you give me a heads up on what that is? I think that might be important."
He says, "Yeah, just give me a second. I can splice in when I get off the elevator here."
Okay, sounds great. All right, and then
right.
we're going to
you
continue.
guys park on the elevator.
Yep.
And your elevator and his elevator are 2 different ones. There's only 2 for the bottom floors. And so you guys start rising up. He's already getting off his, and you begin ascending back toward the Lone Ranger. And at this time, Mara and Sonova are pulling up to the Lone Ranger with one of their cargo containers, with their one cargo container. Ulan, you've already lowered the gangway, and so they just ride up in.
Okay, Mara, what's in your cargo container?
Gas canisters and some fuel cells.
Guys, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
All right, I'm just putting a check mark on it. What's the cargo number on it?
I don't know.
Container number, if we got it. Can we find that out?
Yeah, son of a leads back 3287.
Perfect.
Also,
Excellent.
there was a big machine in the back of it too. I'm not sure what that was.
You feel confident enough to go out for another one, Mara?
Not on that floor, no.
Why not?
Not sure if they were watching us, but they were definitely looking in our direction and making some notes. So we just kind of grabbed this one and hightailed it out of there.
All right.
But I did set the charge, so.
Excellent. All right. Well, then go to one of the other floors that has one of the containers on it. Just coordinate with T7.
Okay.
The light went out. There we go. Profit density. Time, profit density. T7 will tell you which floor to go to and what item to start looking for.
All right.
Okay. I'll go over to T7 then.
You can call him because going over to him, he's down on the one floor below and he's currently splicing.
Oh, that's right. So do I. So should I just go down to that level?
Well, T7 should be on comms, right? I think.
Yeah, then I'll just contact T7 that way.
Okay. So T7 is currently splicing, but Docma, who's writing on the inside, says, "Yeah, what's up?"
Yeah, Docma. Other than floor 0, which I don't want to go back to because we may have been spotted, is there any other like cargo container that Sonova and I can go grab? That's gonna have some nice stuff in it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list right now. T7 says that there's some turbine impellers, which are motor parts, down here. They're pretty good because they have some very expensive cores in them. But I see there's something here called a ARC 170. It says ship parts. I think this might be a good option for us. It says a starfighter stuff. The container number is 1097. You'll be down here on floor number 2, 1097. Look for that.
Okay, thank you. And then I'll go do that.
Can I take a second to go question Apatha on something?
Mm-hmm.
So Apatha,
Yes.
I don't know much about the whole guns thing. It's frankly not my area of specialty, but you seem to be familiar with it. How much higher power would be on a space station like this? I mean,
Station like this? Well, considering they bring out 7 guards, they got transport droids, crazy, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
So,
I'm thinking 3 or 4 gunners, probably 10 to 12 infantry at every station. I'm thinking that they play their cards right. They could walk by everybody, but there's.
Nope. We lost you.
Nope.
Fade away from my life. And
he's gone.
Oh, there you are.
It was spam caller. Boo. But either way, I'm thinking there's going to be turrets we don't know about, stuff we can't see, stuff sensors aren't picking up. They got stuff cloaked for security reasons coming in and out of here.
So fighting our way out of here is not really the optimal situation.
Fighting is never optimal, but boy, is it fun.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to stay and shoot at the turrets, I mean, certainly. But you don't think that, hanging around here and fighting our way out is a good plan?
Not without that droid.
And can the station next door, can it reach us from here? Or do we just have to deal with this station's firepower?
I turn the gun towards the other station and act like I'm going to take a shot to see if it would reach the other station.
The rangefinder kicks in and tells you that it is just on the edge of your range.
I don't think so.
Okay. So we only have to deal with whatever goes wrong here, and not it getting help from the other station, right?
I don't think so.
Does this station have any sort of TIE fighters or anything on it? Do you know?
Did we see any coming in?
I didn't see any coming in, but I can
No.
check the ship's diagnostics and see if there's anything that we can pick up on here.
I mean, is this thing big
Okay.
enough for like having a landing bay? I mean, I imagine it would be, but it's mostly cargo, right? Okay.
The docking bay is what you guys are in, so it's big enough for this ship to dock. Level 1 that you're in is big enough for this ship, 4 of these ships to dock.
Okay.
Now,
And
I
it
would
was
assume with Apafa's piloting knowledge on the flight in, he would have been looking to see if there were any floating turrets, if there was anybody, if there were any kind of gunners or security making patrol in the air.
So the answer to that is yes. You did see patrol ships moving about on outside and inner perimeter and above and below the basically design, but they were very sparse. You would basically say that there's a patrol coming around once every 15 or so minutes. The large stations that are spaced at the key points, they have weaponry on them and shields. The large quantity of them, if they wanted to, could probably throw a giant shield over everything, or just themselves. These smaller stations are nothing more than relay stations and storage containers. So technically, in some sort of weird way, this is just a giant space station that's been spread out and given ability to have space between these things. So yes, there are weapons. No, they're not on the little guys. Yes, they're on the big guys. The big guys have light turbo lasers. Light turbo lasers have a nice reach out and remind you that we're here. They have a slow fire rate and a high impact. They also have a good break chance of destroying shields of starfighters and stuff like that. So be
Now,
careful.
what about infantry on the ground? The guards.
Those are seasoned 4-year clone troopers with blast rifles. One of them will kick every single one of your piratey butts from one side of the station to the next. They've
And if
seen
my
4
notes are
years of
right,
combat. Yeah.
if my notes are right, you said there's 7 at each one?
3.
3. Okay. 3. That's way better.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to know, just before we go out and they're completely obliterated. I just want to know what we're facing on our exfiltration. Should we need it?
You was thinking about getting squirrely?
No, no, no. If somebody else gets squirrely, I would not want to be the squirrel. Does that make any sense?
What's wrong with being
I
a
don't want to
squirrel?
be the squirrel. What?
What's wrong with being a squirrel?
Isn't that what they're shooting at? Isn't the thing where the squirrel and the people are hunting the squirrel? I don't hunt. I don't understand the hunting philosophy, but I just want to know that, if we need to get out of here, we're not going to be blown out of the water, blown out of space immediately.
I
If we
lean
have a
in and I
minute or
take 2 deep sniffs, and then I walk off.
I don't know what that means. I have no idea what the sniffing is. I really need to look that up. That is something okay.
All right.
So
So at
who's
this
still
point in
out?
time, hang on.
Yep.
At this point in time, Apopha, something happens. As you guys have been sitting here and you're on the systems, and like I said, you were range finding one of those little shuttles begin passing in front of your viewpoint. Now they're out in space. You can see to the other side of the bay. There's that shielding, so there's no atmosphere loss or whatever. But you can see one of the little fighter shuttles that the clone troopers are using passing by on its way from point A to point B. Why is this important? Because your gun array has sensors. As long as you do this quickly enough, you might be able to gain data on those fighters that could be beneficial. But if you hold for too long, they'll know you're scanning them. But you're a seasoned pilot and gunner, you know these things. You want to risk it and scan them to see what they got going on?
No, I think we're all right.
Or do you want to backpedal and do a little archaic and just turn on the high-res magnifications on the gun turrets to see what you can see?
I'm gonna go archaic with it, and we're gonna look straight through the barrel at them.
All right. What you can see is that their little runabouts have just two forward mounted heavy blaster cannons. Nothing great. They have a high rate of fire, a decent amount of damage, and they're great against other smaller vessels, but they're not going to do crap against this freighter or its shields. If push comes to shove, they're basically in a giant coffin flying through space. But they also have experience on their side. So
Don't bring them
they
up
might
to
be
too
able.
much high alert. When we get high alert, I'll let them know we're here.
All right. So as you begin looking at the data pad, Ulan, trying to figure out who's out at this point in time, Nos and his boy Fab Joe are coming up to the top. The elevator is rising up. Two cargo containers are rolling towards you at this point in time.
All right, radio in. Okay. It's already down though, right? The gangplank.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's down.
Popping right in.
All right.
Two
What do we have in these
more.
cargo containers?
Wow. So we got the Kyber, as well as some other stuff, and then also some Mandalorian shit.
Somewhat a Hoodian?
Mandalorians. You know, Beskar,
All right, fine.
warrior race. You know, they used to fight the Jedi.
Again, not my
Nope.
social circle.
Okay.
If you say it's valuable, I'll go with it. Kyber crystals, I know.
And well, Beskar is ridiculously valuable. So if it has any Beskar in it, then
All right, Kyber crystals, Beskar. That's what's in the two cargo containers.
mm-hmm. Amongst some other stuff, but we can figure all that out later. It's definitely got value. We're gonna head back out.
All right. Mara's out, I think, to get another container. We have
Mhm.
4 currently.
Yep, and if we
Boom,
can,
boom, boom, boom. 4 of 8. 4 of 8. Halfway through.
all right. So I am gonna go try to grab another couple. Yeah.
Where are you headed to? Because right now, T7 and Dakma are assisting Mara and Sonova get a container as well as splicing and stuff like that, and he's about to respond back in. So like they're kind of busy. What do you remember from the list that you're going to go hit up? Because you're actually right there. You could pick the list up and look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. What was the list that we
Oh
had?
my goodness! Blah 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 blah. List.
We had it list. We had it listed out from value, right?
Yes.
What do we have so far? We have these 4.
Kyber, Beskar, we have the art, we have Tabana gas and some other equipment.
Okay. All right. So that's what we have. What's the next most valuable thing on the list? Or did we
Explosives,
miss?
power cells, thermal detonators.
You're past that. You're actually at the thermal detonators. Beyond that, you're finding medical supplies, back-to-tank equipment, deflector shields, hyperdrive motivators,
Deflector shields, definitely.
targeting computers, life support, more droids.
Ooh, droids. The completed droids. The thing of completed droids.
No, sorry. Yeah, completed droids. Got it.
We're heading for that. And then what else is on that level?
Coolant pumps, plasma gas reservoirs, magnetic induction loops, beam focusers, lots of computer parts and lots of vessel parts. The value kind of drops down to the next grouping.
Okay, well, we'll take that.
Starship-size grav flux compensators. It's an integral part for inertial dampening. Yeah, you ever notice how they're always walking around? The ship gets hit and they kind of rock a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't fall over too well. That's because of compensators.
Okay.
This is capital ship-size compensators.
We'll grab those.
So
we'll grab those
maybe that.
And the droids. So
those and the droids. The grav flux compensators are in crate 2275.
Okay.
And the droids. Gotta find it again. Doesn't have a box number, so we'll make one up. 6587.
Okay. And those are both in the same level, right?
Yes, but not next to each other.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
Level
send
3.
I'm gonna send him to grab Flux, and I'll go grab the droids.
Docma comes over the radio as T7 begins beeping out some information. Okay, I got it. Mara, I need you to go after this crate, 7524. It's saying that it's got parts for a starfighter called a B-19. 7524.
Okie dokie.
And then he's like, okay, you guy, human, what was your name again? And he goes, my name's Son of a. Okay, I need you to go for crate 6812. He says, okay. And when Ulan, you look at 6812, you notice it's a bunch of hyperdrive motivators. And so those are expensive, as well as gamma shielding for hyperdrives. So you're like, okay, that's reasonable. Those should be items that can be easily moved. And he says, I'm off to get the gun case. And so he goes rolling off to go get the guns that he saw earlier. And as he's doing so, he says, I checked in. For whatever reason, the clone troopers downstairs are opening some sort of emergency hatch that's related to an escape pod. But I can't find any escape pod attached to that. It's like it's just an empty slot. So I don't know what they're doing. They're basically opening an airlock to an airlock gangway. And he said, yeah, let me take that back. He's not saying they're opening. They're turning it on so it can be used. An airlock on the bottom of the station.
Is there like a large compartment that's not counted for near there, or no?
Yes, there's a space for. He says there's supposed to be a space for a life pod there, but there's no life pod. It's either it never was there, or whenever whatever next door blew up, it got jettisoned or damaged or something. I don't know. It's just not there. Okay. T7 can't see it. I can't see it on any of the specs, but they're prepping that airlock.
How big is that space?
All right. Hang on a second. Now, Apatha, I'd like you to make a mechanic roll of some type. A mechanics roll, Apatha.
All right.
I don't think the difficulty should go up, so just as is, hit the go button when you get there. A success, a threat, and a triumph. Awesome. Ooh. We will save that threat and we will save that triumph for later. Because we're about to use one of those threats. Apatha. As he's sitting there describing out what you're seeing, you notice that vessel, that scouting vessel, it was making a bit of a curved turn, but a path of patrol shouldn't be curved. And since you zoomed in and you're smart enough, as T7, or I should say, Docma begins describing like the basic size of the docking platform for the life pod, you realize that's the same size as the back end of that armed transport shuttle you saw.
Oh, that's its landing pad. Oh, it's coming in. Hey, who's down there?
On 4 right now, nobody. There are 3 people on 2, and 2 people are about to be on 3.
We got company.
All right. Well, let's hurry up then. Where?
Landed on 4. Coming in.
T7, can you cut off access to 4?
I'm currently picking up a cargo container. Like, I mean, I can do it, but that requires me getting out of T7. T7. Yeah, hang on. And you hear Docma disengage from T7.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
Wait. Hold on. They can't land if there's something in the way.
Yeah.
Can anybody roll? Is anybody close enough to push one of those crates out in the middle of 4?
No, none of us
scenario,
are even
they can't
on 4.
land, and they'll have to call in somebody to move it.
No, unfortunately, I'm on 3. Yeah.
Is it a docking port? Is the whole ship coming into that floor?
The back of the ship, the little roundabout that they're using, is backing into one of the life pod ejection locations. The clone troopers are using that as a back way to sneak their buddies into the station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm wondering
Um.
if we're the only people on a job. Nas?
I don't know of anybody else on a job,
Why
but
wouldn't they
that's
just land in the docking bay? Why
because
go through
they're trying
a
to get the
back
jump. They're
port?
trying to get the jump on us. I have an idea, but it requires
Plan so cunning to
Mara.
put a tail on it and call it a weasel.
No. What if once we reach our locations, because there's only 2 lifts, right? And we're utilizing both of them.
Correct.
Why don't we blow the lifts?
I'm right there with you, but what if we don't blow it?
Okay.
What if we cause a distraction that's not an explosion?
Okay.
What do we have that could make a shit ton of noise or a flaring light that we could send down to 1?
4, you mean?
Yeah, but I want them to undock to go check it out.
I don't think these are the official. I don't think these are Imperials.
Yeah. They're clone. Well, the guys that were downstairs were clone troopers. That I
No,
How
think.
much
you've
time
got
do we
people
have,
in
Matt?
clone trooper armor.
How much
You're in
time do we have
Imperial
till they
uniforms,
start?
and none of you are Imperials. Do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
Somebody else might be on the job. Now, I don't care if they're on the job. There's plenty to go around. Maybe we don't need to mix it up with them. So long as we don't meet, we could just get the rest of our containers. We're 4 short and go.
Okay. Well,
I like what
I
the
would
funny
err
smelling
on
fella is saying.
yeah.
I would
So
err on the side of caution though.
it's true. Let's when you on your at least on yours, just set it an explosive. Okay.
Level 2 as well.
Well, yeah, on your elevator, on your lift.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna
What
set
if I
this one. I'm gonna set this one up to be stuck. Okay.
if
Okay.
I
T7, I'm going to pause in for a second. As this is all going on, T7 rolls up and it controls the 2 mechanisms and clamps onto one of its containers and begins lifting it up. It takes this little mechanical arm, points over, goes beep, boop, 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 voicing its opinion to Mara, pointing at another nearby container with a familiar number of 2275 listed on it.
Okay.
yeah.
Was that the number you were going for, if I remember correctly? Or you were 6812.
Yeah.
Mara was 6812. So he's pointing at another container for Mara to pick up.
Another one?
No, what were your numbers?
It was 6312 and 7524, but then
Yes, he's
before
pointing
I got on
this.
floor
Go
before
ahead.
I got on floor 2, it was 1097.
Okay, so he's pointing at 6312.
Okay, and that was the one that Sonova was going for.
Okay, so Son of Light heads over toward him, and so you continue down the way heading for 7524, which is supposed to have like some sort of starfighter parts in it that he wants. Dogma runs over and says, I'm going to drop down through the ventilation and go to the next floor down and see if I can control it from there.
Can I see them through the turret, through the gunner?
No, they are inside the building and lower levels, so they're out of view, unfortunately.
Docma's coming down to 3.
Everybody is. Dogma's coming down to 3.
Okay, so Docma, you need to meet up with us because we're gonna disable this one and she's gonna blow the other one. So meet me down on 3.
Well, wait. Why blow it yet?
Well, we're not.
If they're already
We're
down
not.
there,
If
they're
that
already
goes.
off the ship,
Yeah.
if they're off the ship,
Yeah.
wouldn't that cause you guys to be trapped with them?
No. We're
No,
not
they're going to blow it
after we get back up.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna set this one to be jammed.
All right. Apopha, what do you want to do? Is there anything you think you can do?
Sorry, I'll be right back again, guys. Sorry.
They are docked and landed, correct?
Correct.
They are landed and docked. And they are no longer on their ship.
They might not be. You're not 100% sure. You know that the ship is backing up. You know that everything fits, but you don't have access to the sensors that outside of the ship. You would have to go out to the actual space station and access its information to be able to see what it sees. Right now, you're blind to everything going on the outside of the ship.
I don't like locked doors.
All right, so yelling at the world and the universe, that's your plan. Got it. Ulan,
No.
what about you?
No. If it works, it works.
Okay, we can't see them down there because it's just me and you in the ship here right now. You won't let me go outside on account of these, right?
The moment we
What if
step off the ship, we're noticed. I mean, I've got
What if
these, and you've got those, and that's going to be very well noticed by a bunch of pasty white English accented Imperials.
because of the cameras?
Yes, probably. On sensors or whatever else they've got out there. Look, we've got half of the hall. All we need to do is just I'll take 3 at this point. You know? We can do 3 and then try for your IG unit. But I don't know if I want to be on the same station with somebody else pulling a job. Because now the opportunities for fuckery are now twice as much. I mean, we don't know how competent they are. I mean, I got to admit, disguising themselves as clone troopers, if that's what they're doing, is kind of brilliant. I mean, why didn't we think of that? I mean, I could have I couldn't really, you're too short for a clone trooper. But anyway, it's still a really good idea. I mean, maybe
walk
that's
over
something we
to
could
him
think of for
and
the
I
next one.
smell him deeply. I take a deep breath and then I jump on the comms and I go, Nos, I got an idea. If you can get eyes on these guys, if they look like they're pulling a job, don't blow the container with the explosives. Let them take it and then blow it.
Ooh, I kind of like the evilness of that. I'm not going to lie.
Because the last thing we want to do is blow it and then be in a shootout. I can't even turn to shoot them. But if we blow it while it's on their ship, there's no shootout, and they're the bad guys when we hightail it out of here.
Well, we don't have to swap a container. All we have to do is just put some explosives on any container that they take, right?
I think they'll inspect them if they're really doing a job, but I'm with you. Easiest way in, easiest way out.
Mara, is there a way to put an explosive on a cargo container so it just won't be noticed very much? Is there a nook and a cranny or something in there that we could hide something enough to cause damage once, I mean, honor among thieves is something we don't have on our planet. I don't know about you, but, if we could leave them holding a bag, I would be delighted with that. But it kind of depends on if we can set something while they're stealing it, which is a big ask.
While they have
I'm
their
not
hands
saying
on
it all relies on you, but it all relies on you.
it might be kind of hard to get it on there without them noticing it if they already have their hands on it. We could put something inside a crate, but there would be no guarantee whether or not they would actually take that one. If you want them to take it, if you just want it to be in their vicinity when it explodes, then yeah, we're golden as long as they don't see us put it inside a crate.
You said the cargo containers are 3 meters high. Is there a way to climb on top of them?
Wait, we might be overthinking this. Because if
Okay.
you guys are supposed to be workers, employees on this station, what stops you from interrogating them if they're not supposed to be here?
Well, the fact that they might panic and shoot Mara, but I like where your head's at. That's called
But if we
implied
do it
authority.
politely, what if we just walk up to them with a crate and say, hey, are you the guys that are here for this load? And we just load them up. What are they going to do?
Like
Tell us
that.
no? Then
Just put the explosives in whatever they're stealing. Literally, just put it in there.
Well,
I mean, there's no reason for subtlety. You know, we're in Imperial uniforms.
Says, I'm one step ahead of you. As you guys catch up to him coming through the ventilation, he puts down a little visor thing and he puts into the slicer and goes back to town again. He's going to take a moment as he's doing all this stuff. He tells you guys, go get your 2 crates and get back here as quickly as possible. All right, so you're hustling. You got your 2 flying along beside both of you. Got your 2 rails on this side, 2 rails on the other side. As you guys are hustling down the alleyways to get to your 2 locations of your crates. Mara, you get to the farthest location. You're on level 3. You've gotten actually pretty far in, and you finally find the crate in question. And as you study it, it says the container only has one thing in it: a V-19 Torrent. Does your character have any knowledge of starships? Let's take a look.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to use the bathroom. So excuse me. I should be able to hear.
Okay.
Uh,
You have an education and core world knowledge.
yeah.
She also has the comms. She could call into one of us, right?
Ask if anybody knows what this is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nos and
What's
Apocalypse should.
No, that's the so it's the new arc. It's their new fighter for the Empire.
like a TIE fighter?
Well, no, so
I've heard of
Kind of,
those.
at this point in time, TIE
right?
fighters haven't been invented.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
Oh, never mind. She hasn't heard of
post-war.
those.
It's the it's post-war, fast in, high-tech, super-duper ship that the Galactic Republic was building for the fight, but never got to use it.
It looks
Okay.
like a flying bird foot.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Well, she's heard of some kind of fighters that the Empire has been using.
And did we lose everybody there, or is it just me?
Huh?
Huh? Yay, I'm back.
The last world can't be a B-wing right now, or the ship that I have can't be a B-wing right now.
Okay.
So we just have to figure out what it is. I'll take some look. I'll take a look at some stuff and see what I can come up with.
All right. As you guys head down that length and you get there, and the Mara, you're there, you're clamping on. Dogma comes across the comm, and he says there are 5 people down there, and they are at one of the locations, Nos, where you took a crate. They're looking at the location where you took one of your crates. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. And then he goes, oh frick, oh frick, oh frickin' heck, we've got to go. One of them has a lightsaber.
Oh.
One of them pulled out a lightsaber and ran really fast. I seen that stuff before. And he pulls the splicer and starts hauling butt for the ventilation. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you figure out which crate that they were inspecting?
All Dogma said was one of the crates Nos picked up from the 4th floor. They were standing in the empty spot, and then one guy pulls out a lightsaber and runs incredibly fast toward where the elevator is located.
What color was
Yeah.
it?
Dogma did not. He just jumped into the ventilation shaft and started climbing. He's running. Yelling. You do. You guys are pushing your crates toward the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you hustle. You guys, like, you ran there. You were worried. Now you're hauling butt as quickly as you can, pushing on these repulsor lifts. You ever seen those game shows where there are the grocery carts and they're running really? This is the mentality. Yeah, exactly. This is the supermarket suite. And you guys are heading toward that elevator. And as you get to your elevator, you see the other elevator go and start to go down.
The other one? Oh, shit.
Yes. So you get onto yours.
Going up.
It begins rising up, it begins rising up, begins rising up, and then all of a sudden the motor starts to make a terrible whining sound. And the elevator is starting to slow down.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
You are now on the second floor.
Okay.
Mara, you see them, and their elevator has risen up to the second floor, but you notice it stopped going up and is starting to go down. You, T7, and Sonova all have crates.
Yes.
What do you five want to do? You are all now on the same level.
All of us are? We're on 2?
Yes, you have come up to 2. You got 2, are on 2 with your crates. Mara, Sonova, Fab Joe, and T7, and yourself. So there are 5 crates with you guys on repulsor lifts right now. And you're stuck on floor 2 as the elevator is going back down toward level 3, like something super strong is pulling it against the motors.
Get off the elevator!
Yeah, can we shove something in there?
Get off the lift!
Make a coordination roll. All right. So we'll pick 1 or 2. Before you actually hit the go button, we want to pick somebody. I want to throw a threat in your direction to either Nos or to Sonova. We're going to pick on Sonova. So his threat, I'm going to throw a threat toward him, and his difficulty is going to go up by 1. Just difficulty 2, you hit the upgrade 1 time. He's going to hit the upgrade 1 time.
1 success.
He also succeeds. Both of you push your crates off. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Both of you get your crates off onto the second floor. As the elevator begins to descend, the motors fight before they finally pop a spiraling explosion of electricity, and then the elevator begins to plummet down. A nearby ventilation pops open. Dogma comes running out. It was green, it was green, it was green, it was green, repetitively as he's heading over toward the splicer.
The lightsaber?
He looks to you and says, yes, it was green. Okay. He stabs the splicer in and starts doing on. It's one of those Jedis, the one that started the whole war.
One that started the war?
It's green. They're all green.
It's a religious fanatic with a laser sword. It's not a good thing.
He's green or the lightsaber's green? Come on, man.
He leans over his shoulder and yells at you, the lightsaber! The thing that cuts through metal! And suddenly the floor not too far from your location bursts into flames as a large, light green blade begins tearing through some deck plating.
Okay.
Well, damn.
Move a crate right over top of it.
Wait, so are we sure that these guys... Would these guys be cool with us if they knew we were not Imperials?
Listen, I don't know.
It's a green lightsaber.
Yeah.
Weren't those the good guys?
The elevator from the floor begins to rise up and is now on level 2. T7 is pushing his cargo crate onto it. Who is taking their cargo crate and smashing it onto the top of the Jedi coming through the floor?
I'm going to shove Fab Joe's on top of it.
All right, what was Fab Joe's cargo crate? Let's make sure it's not explosive.
I don't know which one he had.
Yeah, do we hear everything that's going on over the comms?
Yes.
Well, this is not.
Nosh, what tube are you
Nos,
going for?
Nos.
Yeah.
You said green? They might be friendlies.
Might be friendlies.
Whole thing with there's a lot, you know. I mean,
Put them in an old school standoff like we used to do. Put them in a situation they can't run from, but that you also aren't willing to die in. Rig it, don't blow it till you know how they feel.
what I'm doing is I'm just slowing him down. We're just trying to get up there.
Fat Joe slams his container down, and you had two containers, 6587, and then the other one was 2275.
I had the droids in it. I kind of want the droids.
So that's the grav flux compensators, the capital ship size, basically inertial dampeners. So yeah, that's a big, heavy, full crate.
And
Nos,
turn one of those on.
Yeah, that's a lot more. That you're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot from people who do the tech stuff.
Nos. Can any of you get onto an elevator back up here in the next few seconds?
Docma's like, I'm working on it! He yells through the comm while yelling out loud. At this point,
Before the Jedi comes.
at this point in time, alarms have raised on the ship.
Nos,
Oh, damn.
Nos, listen very carefully. No. It's a walk away. Leave it. Every bit of it. All you have to do is get back up here, and that's your only concern. Forget the elevators, go through whatever you need. It's a walk away.
The elevator is at the floor, and Docma is running from here. He's at the splicer toward the elevator, and he's going to jump onto it because T7 has already pushed his cargo container onto it. It did not stop. You have to make a coordination check to get on. If you're going to take the cargo container with you, your difficulty will increase by 2. If you leave the cargo container, it's just a coordination roll.
Can I try?
Of course, you have to. This is your chance to get off station.
Well, I mean with the cargo container.
Of course, your difficulty upgrades by 2.
So is it a difficulty 3?
No, you click the difficulty upgrade button at the top twice.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
You're fine.
So
If they
it's
work
2 red
together-
ones.
Yeah, if we try to get mine on together, can we do that with easier difficulty or
No. The elevator is cramped with style. You guys have all to succeed. If you fail, then things will happen where cargo containers don't make it on all the way, or they get crisscrossed and stuff like that. So it'll become harder than you might. Oh, that's a fail.
Yeah, I very much failed that.
Okay.
Yeah, you just didn't roll any successes or misses. So you just have advantage.
I
Your
feel
cargo
like that's not
container makes
helpful
it
with a
on.
failure.
What's that?
So I feel like advantages aren't helpful with a failure, are they?
Your cargo container makes it on, but it's not straight on. So yours and T7's cargo container has taken up a lot of space, leaving Nos with very little to get his on. And none. All right, so it's just Nos. Well, the idiot used his cargo container, but son of a is not dumb. He's experienced. He's leaving his container, especially after Ulan, his boss, told him it's a ditch. So son of a ditches his, and he's just going to jump on. Nos, you need to make a coordination roll to get on.
Boom.
Fantastic. You get on. So 2 more crates are coming up, as well as all of the crew members. It goes from level 2 to level 1, and as you guys are here, we're going to say, Nos, you can see 3 clone troopers with jetpacks flying up the other elevator as well. You get to floor 1, the elevator seals to the deck. Before it starts to seal, Dockman doesn't do anything but begin yelling, "Go, go, go," as he jumps from the repulsor lift onto the deck and starts running his tiny little legs across the field. Ah! It's adorable.
I'm pushing the crate. I'm telling her, shoot that control, to seal the other elevator.
Mara,
Okay.
do you want to shoot the control panel to lock the elevator in place?
Well, that's what stops
Yes.
all control panels is just shooting them. It's the universe. It either opens them or it closes them, and that's great.
Yeah, we'll shoot it.
All right. So you don't have any threats. We've already utilized all the threats, so there's a triumph here. So do you want to just use that? Fantastic. You turn, you blast it, it's destroyed. The elevator comes to a stop. It's not moving.
Yay.
The cargo containers begin pushing as quickly as possible. Inside, the mechanisms are being controlled by Ulan as the stacking mechanisms begin changing the shape, turning it from 3 to 4 across to being 2 by 2. As the other 2 become lodging in and get manipulated, everybody comes hauling ass up into the Lone Ranger as quickly as possible. T7 pushing his, Mara pushing hers. Nos, you come running into the Lone Ranger along with Sonova and everyone else. The elevator that you sealed with a blast blows and pops with an explosion of sorts. By the way, if I haven't already said it, the alarms are going off.
Yeah.
On the comms, at this point in time, both Ulan and Pafa hear over the comm, Station 51, Station 51. We have been identified. There are explosions going off. We are sending troops into your location. We've identified that there is an unmarked vehicle or an illegal vehicle has docked with your station. They have entered the facility. We are sending troops to assist.
Time to go.
Yep.
Outside,
Everyone on board? T7 on
yes,
board?
everyone is on board. The gangway is still down. Nobody is in the pilot's seat.
Okay.
I'm there. I've been there. Sweating.
You throw yourself.
Been
You're in the
there the
pilot's seat.
Time.
And Apapa, I know, will be at weapons, so. What do you mean casual? We're fleeing. Do you want casual or are we fleeing?
Yeah, but what if
There's nothing.
Should we flee? Yeah.
I
Should we
think
Okay,
flee
then
or
well-
should
they're
we
talking
get out
about
of
the
danger?
Jedi, right?
Yes, but let's flee as casually as we can.
I need a. Sorry, Ulan. I need a piloting role. You're stressed out here, man.
No problem. Okay.
Calm, zen. Stroke your tweez.
All right, my piloting in space. All right. Do I have any updated difficulties or?
Yeah. Currently, the ship is currently locked in locking position, so you're going to have to blast out of this or call the comm people and be like, "Hey, I need to leave." So, which is it going to be? Blast out or ask for permission to leave?
You could say,
Quickly
hey,
ask for
there's
permission to leave.
Fantastic. So, what skill do we want to use to do that?
We're go with probably deception.
Fantastic. We don't have anything in the pool to worry about, so you're just looking at difficulty of 1 higher. So just bump it up. This guy up top, he's super nervous. He's got a lot of shit going on.
Booyah.
Oh my goodness. All right. So you come over the comms and you tell him.
This is freighter YV666 requesting emergency disembarkation. Area is unsafe. We need to get our cargo away immediately. Unlock the docking clamps.
And he responds, affirmative. You have not been boarded, correct?
Correct.
I just saw your crew running in. All right. The docking clamps release, and you begin pulling the Lone Ranger back. So as you guys are finally running in, the gangway is pulling back. You can see the entire inside of the station begin to fade away and pull back. That explosion is followed by clone troopers jumping out. Some blast fire can be seen going through the dock bay from somewhere higher up. Remember the gangway, the catwalk that the Imperial soldiers were on? And then, so they're shooting down and clone troopers are shooting up. And all of a sudden you see that little yellow-green blur of light. And there's blaster fire being bounced back and forth as the person in clone trooper armor comes out wielding a lightsaber, turns, and he begins running toward your ship, ignoring blaster fire.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
Ulan, what are you going to do? How are you going to... This Jedi, and he's holding his hand out like, ugh! And you've seen stories of where they crash capital ships into the ground, Ulan.
We're going to try and punch it, put some distance between us, if that's at all possible.
What skill will we use?
He's on a... You said he's running on a walkway?
No, he's running on the ground of the docking area toward the ship.
That's still suspended terrain, right? Or like how is...
Technically,
Yeah, it's like a scaffolding, or is it like a flat,
Yeah,
like a landing?
You could blow a hole in it with the ship's blasters if that's what you're talking about.
I was thinking about shooting out the whole base of it, so he goes falling into space if he's not Jedi enough.
Ooh, all right. Well, you guys both can roll because I have a set difficulty for the piloting is upgraded by 1, and shooting a Jedi with blasters from a ship is a difficulty increased by 1. So let's see what happens here.
I mean, shoot to the adjacency of the Jedi.
Oh, shoot to the adjacency of the Jedi. Yeah, then only in the regular difficulty. You're fine.
All right. Punching it. Oh.
Ooh.
The ship comes to a stop.
Apophis?
Run.
Could we dissuade this person?
Boom, 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 boom. As you're yelling Apophis's name, there's explosions, and this guy in clone armor holds up his hands and his lightsaber at the same time, and the blast fire from the Lone Ranger skewers off in the distance. He tumbles. The decking doesn't blow, but he redirected it somehow. This religious space wizard blocks the blaster fire from the ship but gets tumbled off to one side. Suddenly, the Lone Ranger is free. We begin backing out. There are about 5 or 6 of those little shuttlecrafts are swarming toward the station at this point in time as you guys are backing away.
Are they approaching us or just the station?
Just the station. And flying in pretty hot and fast.
That looks like a them problem. I think that's a them problem. I mean, they have that situation in hand, and whatever their job they're doing is none of our concern. Time to go.
6 cargo containers.
6 cargo containers. And then make the jump to light speed as soon as we can.
All right.
And I'm going to apologize to Poffis to say that I'm sorry about the IG unit, but, things being the way they are.
Yeah, I've never shot at somebody and they got mad.
Well,
yeah, that isn't normal. That's definitely not a normal thing.
Yeah, normally they don't do anything afterwards, but he got mad.
Yes, I saw that. And again, I don't want to be, part of that, whatever that was.
We have 6 containers in the Lone Ranger right now.
Which ones did we get? Did we get the V19, the ARC 170, or the hyperdrive motivators? Which ones?
You got all of that, but you did not get the Graflux compensators. That was the one that they put over the Jedi to before he came through, and that one also had the power converter assemblies and the sensor array dishes in it. But that's not necessarily truly valuable in that manner. So right about now, you've got some pretty good haul out of the 6. The droid one that you got has B series droids in it, as well as command droids and a few spider droids. So there's a lot of money in that one right there. Yeah, you're not like that. V19 is about 75,000 by itself, brand new, and you don't know. You haven't opened it. Might still be in the plastic wrap.
So we're safely away from the station.
No, you're pulling out at this point in time.
Okay.
Safely doesn't happen just yet because I do want to point out your roll earlier was 3 threats. You succeeded, but 3 threats. So the near Vindicator's size interceptor pops quickly over in this direction and spreads out its interdiction field. As it does so, the Vindicator class comes across all Imperial ships return to primary stations for safe landing. There is a inbound vessel of large size get to a safe location. So the interdiction field is coming out. As you're parsing out of that small debris field, remember the debris field from the other station that blew up from sometime before you showed up that you guys went through?
Mhm.
Before you have a chance to get out of that and hit the hyperdrives, this interdiction field spreads across the area, and suddenly a ship gets pulled in. And it's a pretty sizable frigate, and right off the bat, blast of fire. Pop, 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 pop. The Vindicator starts firing. This frigate starts opening fire. Those little fighter ships start shooting back and forth. And you guys are in the middle of a battle.
So this field is preventing us from jumping away.
Correct.
All right.
Does it prevent us from landing?
No.
They
Should we
don't
just land on a
know.
different station or like on a different
You're
part
going
of
to
the
suggest
station?
it, Apophis. You're going to suggest it. I know.
I just, I tried to
You're
Boom,
warn
boom,
going
the
boom. The whole
Air.
ship rocks as the shielding takes a blast.
We need to
Attention,
at least move
cargo
as far
freighter
away as we
7250, get to landing and meet. You hear it over the comm as you guys are arguing. Ulan.
They don't know that we're us.
Yes,
They
Yeah,
still.
but they're already going to be
concerned
on
with
high
the
alert
Jedi.
everywhere now. A Jedi just
Yeah,
showed
but
up on that station. They're going to all
yeah,
be
so all their
assuming-
attention's
Is
over
over there.
there.
And
If
if
we
we
tell
could
them
get,
that we're landing to try to get away from the Jedi,
They just made an
that
announcement to head to the go to the main base, I believe, right?
they said get somewhere safe.
They did say
Yeah.
that part. I mean, if we're going to parse words, but I mean,
tell them that there wasn't a safe path to the main base and that this was the best course of action for us.
Is
It's
L51
the
within?
safest place.
Can we get to L51? You said we were
yes.
good.
Yes, you can. And it doesn't require jumping or anything or going through the battlefield. It actually requires you going through the debris field from the other station that got destroyed. L61.
We could
L60.
peacefully grab 2 more crates plus my robot and get out of here without them knowing who we are.
Yeah. I feel
All
like that
right,
sounds
let's
like a
put it
plan.
to a vote because I'm certainly not a dictator. I vote that we, as soon as we can, make the jump to lightspeed and don't risk it on the next station. Mara, how do you vote?
I like the station plan because then we can try to wait out the battle and then also finish our mission.
Patha, I know you're in for it. Nos, surely you are smart enough to realize that the state of alert is going to be high on every single station here, right? Good, good. So that's a vote for leaving, right?
No, I wouldn't say that's a vote for leaving. I see the merit in both areas. What is the little guy say?
Akma?
Says, I think grabbing the last 2 crates does sound profitable, and I want to help you guys out as much as possible because you're helping me out. So I'm willing to take the risk. But, that's just me. Do I count as 2 votes because my droid has a
No,
vote
you
too,
count
right?
as 0.7 votes, all right?
Well, why?
What
Because
does Sonova, what do you say? What does Sonova say?
he says, I would rather leave now.
And Fabjo?
He's like, no guts, no glory, punches son of, and says, you're a weakling. I'm telling Foster.
Doesn't matter what I
Well,
do.
that's
Fours go, man.
I'm just saying, you did so well with that guy on the comms earlier. Let him know that we didn't get to finish our pickup. That some guy with a green sword showed up, threw a bullet at a station, and then turned around and tried to attack us. We're just trying to get our work done and go home, drink a little bit of
When a space
wine.
wizard shows up, everyone gets a little bit nervous. Look, we'll fly over there and see if they'll give us clearance to land. Fair enough? But if they don't give us clearance, if they're all twitchy, we're out. Fair enough? If they, by some miracle, let us land, we'll try for it. But I'm willing to bet that they're on such a high state of alert they won't even let us in. Or if they do let us in, what if they search us? What if they find us? You know, the half Twi'lek and the, well, whatever you are.
I
Hmm?
immediately go to work on like hollowing out some sort of area of the ship so that in the event we get searched, we can hide behind panels.
What's that?
Hide yourself away.
All right, I'll turn towards L51. God have mercy on your souls.
The ship travels through the small debris field as the things get outside the ship, but not that bad. The blaster fires are going on. The frigate that has popped in out of nowhere, it seems to be a patch job of several different types of ships slammed together. It does a roll through the field, blasts going in different directions, and the small fighter crafts that are trying to swarm it get blown up very quickly as the vessel makes a bootlegger's turn before coming alongside of the station, and you see the Jedi run from inside the station and fly through outer space into the spaceship that just did a bootlegger's turn. While the ship continues to fire at the interdictor, and you guys cruise over to 42. As you approach, the captain of the 42 sits there and says, "Cargo freight vessel, return to a safe location. You are too close. You're on a collision course with us."
Negative. Negative. We have not secured our cargo. We're in a dangerous situation. Need to land and secure cargo. We can't get out of the interdiction field, so we would like to weather the battle someplace safe. Requesting permission to land.
Right. The difficulty is going to be up by 2 on this one. Good luck, Ulan. May the force be with you.
I'm sorry. The difficulty's up to?
Yep.
Yeah, good, but
Oh, damn.
Negative there, freighter. Negative, negative. Turn around. Go back.
Alrighty then. Loud and clear. I told you they were going to be very, very nervous. All right? Let's just get as far away from the shooting part of this until we can make the jump to light speed. So that's kind of move us, in a general. If we were moving towards the main station, if that's not in the in the line of fire.
Yeah. It is definitely not in the line of fire, and going this way will definitely take you away from the battle and away from the line of fire. But it gets worse as the frigate begins heading toward the main station. And you guys are heading that way, engines thrusting full and stuff like that. The Vindicator, who is now opening fire on the ship, racking it with blaster fire, you see that ship's shielding begins to falter. The ship then continues on a course to kind of veer away, but it makes a big U-turn in this giant field. Putting itself in a very precarious position, it starts receiving fire from one of the nearby substations. It begins spiraling and flying toward the Vindicator. Blaster fire from the Vindicator, blaster fire from the station, but because this small vessel is long and lanky, the Vindicator is now shooting at substation, while the substation is shooting at the Vindicator. This Jedi piloted craft twirls past the Vindicator before coming over it, mounting it like, athlete jumping over a hurdle. And as it comes over the back end of the Vindicator, begins barreling down into the field of vaults. Those same line of vaults your freighter is shooting toward the main station. It barrels into the line behind you.
So the small craft is taking a bit of a beating here.
Correct.
Jedi
And it is the Jedi vehicle is taking a beating, but has put a situation between the Vindicator and one of the substations. As it pulls behind you, your comm, Ulan, shows that somebody's trying to hail you.
Do I take this?
Don't pick up, don't pick up, don't pick up.
Mara?
Answer it. Answer it.
Mara? Mara? Can you trigger the
Yeah.
explosion now? I mean, I don't really want to be part of any of this, but it certainly looks like as if someone's, getting the better of this. So if
Comm
that
goes
substation
off.
went through him a little
The
bit.
comm is going off. The comm.
Okay,
Comm.
I can trigger it if you want me to. If you think that's
Do
a
it.
good idea. Okay. I'll detonate the explosives I set.
All right, Ulan, as she says, I'll do it, you feel something answer the call. And it forcing you to reach out to touch the button to pick up. But then something else happens. A brilliant light consumes everything behind you guys. It is holy crap moment as fire ignites the darkest parts of the sky, as a butt ton of coaxium ignites, sending fireballs in different directions. Comms go off. And now it is time to fly, fly, fly. Who's at the pilot seat? Is it Nas yet? Is he there? All right. As the explosive wave hits and begins sending shrapnel and ripples of energy in all directions, it's going to send the Lone Ranger flying.
Wait, did we just blow up the Jedi?
No, I don't think we did.
Okay.
Look, the
I don't think you
substation.
can blow him up.
All right.
Can I answer
Is it a-
Can I answer the comm, or will hyperspace? If we're gonna, are we making the jump to
yeah.
light speed?
Nos, you need to make a piloting roll, and while piloting in an explosive situation, this ship does have some good handling, and I'm going to take that into account. So the difficulty is going to go by 2. Up by 2. I'm expecting to go about 4, but you have a very good coordinated ship. The your friends did a good job. It's Carillion. It can fly. 2. Which means it reduces the difficulty by 2, right? Oh, okay. So the handling's 2, and the difficulty is going up by 2. Yes, there should be a private GM chat option. Ba-da-ba. Fantastic. All right. So as Nos jumps up into pushing Ulan over into the co-pilot seat, he slides into the pilot seat, takes control. The bright white light begins shooting. Suddenly, this vessel begins to turn. Space is rolling. But before, as you're trying to figure out what happens next, Ulan, like this angel in the skies, suddenly the Lone Ranger flips, flops, and is back in a plane of existence that you can understand. The vaults are spread out like they're expecting. This wall of fire is rolling past as chunks of debris are flying. Apopha, you are in the gun turret, turning back to look. You can see the container, the space station explode, and things start ripping in all directions. Not only does that space station explode, but several around it. The ball of fire engulps the nearby primary station, not the main station, the substation in question, as well as others and part of the Vindicator, which is there. But this Jedi ship that is closing in as you've turned to you're facing it. It is closing in, and as that ball of fire happens, it begins to turn upward, and then all of a sudden, hyper. So you are watching as Nos guides you guys through incoming debris, even debris that is flying from the backside. Nos skillfully pays attention to and is able to weave around for almost a good 15 seconds of just tremendous screaming, yelling, and noise. Alarms are going off. Things have slowed down. Comms are exploded with Imperial chatter. The the interdiction field is gone. Hyperdrive is available but not programmed at this point in time. Debris scatters in all directions, creating it kind of hard to just hyper jump out, but because there's all this junk. You're going to do a sensor sweep?
I can do a sensor check, but
when you do a
Did we
sensor
ever
sweep, you
answer-
find. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was like, did we ever answer that comms call, or did we just ignore them?
I was very close to answering comms call.
Oh no, he
Well.
did, and I will tell Ulan later what happened. There was a lot going on. Yeah. Don't worry. So,
Okay. So when the GM says, "Don't worry," I agree. But
the sensors begin going off. Station 42, of course, was within the reach of the explosion, and so no, unfortunately.
Dang.
yes, but on the other hand, we are live, and as the Twi'lek saying goes, any job you walk away from is a success.
Apopha. Yes, there's garbage everywhere. There's so much stuff in the area.
Doesn't look like it's been broken open.
Sure, that requires a sensor sweep. Actual dice roll, no change in difficulty. I'm looking for successful rolls, and then I will pull up something on the chart randomly. I've already prepped it for my dice rolls to see what survived.
Who's doing the sweep?
Everybody can make a sensor sweep. People who are at gun turrets can make a sensor sweep. People who are at a comm unit can make a sensor sweep.
What's the best skill? Astrogation for that, or what would be the?
You can utilize your perception, or maybe computers, or those would be the two my knee-jerk reaction to.
Okay, computers would be my best. Upgraded difficulty, or?
Nope.
Okay.
Just.
Hey, 2 successes.
Fantastic. Good stuff. Apopha must be really upset about the knowledge that the station has exploded. Where's it at? Where's it at? Mara, did you want to even roll to see if you see anything?
Sure. Can try.
All right. So with that, I will read out a total of 4 box numbers. Vulture droid parts. More weapons. Blaster rifles and stuff like that, including clone trooper armor. A box of repulsor lift coils. Last roll. An IG-100.
What?
Okay.
What?
Let's go.
All right. Fair enough.
So I, at this point in time, like, there's a lot of confusion going
Yeah.
on.
An
Ship, can my ship,
Vindicator just got destroyed.
my ship,
Yeah, what? There are 4 crates out there. There are 6 crates currently inside of the Lone Ranger.
point is if I can take off and grab a crate myself, I'll just pop right out. And then these guys can gather, what, 2, 3 more?
One more. I promised to pop for the IG unit and nothing else. We have 6 crates, and a bunch of Imperial forces are going to be swarming this area very soon. If you want to go on to B Wing, that's on you. We'll meet up at a rendezvous.
You don't want to try to get all of them?
No!
Or at
That was
least
just
get
a
the.
Jedi. If you don't think that a Jedi showing up isn't going to bring an Imperial response immediately, you're insane. Any job you can walk away from is a successful one. We've already walked away from a station you blew up, and you want to wait around longer?
You told me to blow it up.
I did, and it was the right choice. But it now
looked
means
awful.
that things are getting quickly out of hand. Security forces will be here very shortly. I say we get the IG unit and call it a win.
I hear on the comm, I heard IG unit.
Yes, it's there, and we're going to try and get it. Nas has to decide if he wants to stir outside and meet us at a rendezvous point.
Nas is drunk. Don't listen to him.
I mean, I can stay in. I don't know.
Good.
All right, the Lone Ranger maneuvers over toward the crate containing the IG-100 unit. It takes a little bit of maneuvering. The gangway opens up. You guys begin collecting the crate itself. And do you want to try to snag any extras, guys? Or is this
We're
it?
supposed
Shut
to
the
have
door and
8,
go.
right?
What?
And you have 7.
Oh, we're supposed to have 7.
No, you have supposed to have 8. You have 7 right now. You're down
While the
by
gangway
1.
is open, are there any within sight that we didn't scan for that we could just grab?
I'm going to say, because of how much triumph and everything else tonight, yes, you have no idea what it is, and it'll be a mystery box. It's like a mystery package. You use your grappling hook and tow that guy in.
So doesn't
You
that
have
mean we
8
won't be able to
crates.
keep the IG unit? We'll
Listen,
have to hand it over.
We'll discuss that later on.
You can't
We've
just
got a full
hand
cargo
over a
container.
sentient being. I was gonna let him pick his name and everything, like how when Data had a kid.
All right. Are we clear to jump to hyperspace?
So I'm flying, by the way. So, Mister. So we're gonna pull those guys in, and then we have magnetic grapples on the bottom, right?
Yes.
Swing by, and I'm gonna grab another one on the way out.
What are you doing?
All right, fair
Lance?
enough. Piloting roll. You just make a piloting roll, be successful at it.
It's the regular one.
This is going beyond what you're supposed to be doing, so it's just a piloting roll. Don't screw this up. Nothing special. I told you. I told you. I told you.
The thing that you have to roll.
Who has to what? Who has to roll?
All right. So, Nas, as you guys grapple and pull it in, Ulan, you're watching. They get another one. You're just like, guys, but they get it in effectively and whatnot. And he's like, I got this. And so you're watching this get in, and you're like, yes, we've got all 8. All of a sudden, the gangway begins to close, and the ship begins to maneuver, like leaving debris, but then makes like a swoosh, swoosh. And you hear the sound of another cargo container hitting the bottom of the ship. And it sounds off because it doesn't sound like clink clank like something bouncing off. It sounds something more like kerboom, right? But it's not just one kerboom, it's 3 kabrooms that happen. And so as the Lone Ranger begins heading out of its course and direction to get away from the debris field, Nos, you've picked up 3 containers, or at least 3 large objects.
Yeah. Then we just jump. And honestly, it doesn't have to be any. It can be a close jump, and then we can reevaluate.
Fair enough. I'm not even going to ask for a roll for that. I'm just going to say what I rolled here helps determine everything. It's a quick jump. You guys leave where you're at. It's into a big open space of and as where is everybody at when this jump takes place?
Co-pilot seat.
You were down watching them load cargo, or were you at the co-pilot? You were in the co-pilot seat when they were loading this cargo.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Mara, where are you at?
That's a good question. Because maybe I'm down helping load the cargo.
Fantastic. And Apafa, you are in the gun turret still.
Drinking and celebrating.
You guys pop into hyperspace, and so theoretically, this is of course Star Wars versus like actual physics and stuff like that. You added mass to the actual size of the vessel that is beyond its normal carrying capacity. That's how hyperdrives work. They are gauged for a particular mass capacity. You've exceeded it. So, Mara, as you're down there toasting a cheer with the rest of your guys as the quick jump into hyperspace, a loud sound comes from the hyperdrive chamber at the back of the ship, followed by a small explosion, that cool swirly arc of electricity, and the gamma shielding warning going off saying, hey, the whole hyperdrive just fell offline. So as you guys come out of hyperspace, that fantastically brand new rebuilt hyperdrive just popped the fuse.
Guys, we broke it.
You just had to grab more stuff. You had to grab.
I blame Nos.
Yeah, definitely.
No, that's absolutely Nos's fault here.
I come running from the gun turn. I come running full speed from the gun turn. And I go, what happened? We blow a fuse?
Oh, dude, it smells bad down here. It's like farts and ozone combined together.
I immediately start checking crates and looking to see if there's anything in the crates that would allow me and my mechanics to fix it.
Yes, there is Venator size gamma shielding inside one of the crates. You guys grab that.
Isn't there like hyperdrive stuff in one of the crates too?
Correct.
But also, there's no threat right now, right?
Correct.
Well, other than dying in the cold void of space, no.
Yeah.
Well, there was that whole crew, that whole...
died in the void of space. Okay, Ulan? Seriously, it's not like it happens all the time.
Yeah, get him a protein bar.
You do realize we're spending our own ill-gotten goods to fix our ship, correct?
They don't know what we got.
We call our capital expenditure. I don't even know I'm going to write
what we got. We're not getting high on our own supply.
He's got a point. Your contact doesn't know what the fuck is in these cargo containers.
Dogma says there are listings on each container. We have to erase that. Besides, we have a backup hyperdrive. It's
just
super slow. We'll get there.
We just got in a battle. We just went through a battleground. They have no idea. None of these crates are correct. If you want, I'll shoot a couple of them.
No. If we can repair the hyperdrive without using any of our ill-gotten goods, that's what's going to maximize profit. Slow is better than no. So if we can repair this hyperdrive without using any of these, excessive parts or any more than necessary, that's profit.
We can get the backup hyperdrive can get us there.
Fine.
Dogma says, I might be able to install that gamma shielding, but I'm going to need help. Again, I'm a droid specialist, not a starship specialist.
Well, thank goodness that NASA is volunteering to help with that.
We have a crate full of droids.
You want me to leave? Yeah! No, we don't, do we?
No, you don't have a crate full of droids. You have crates of droid parts. The crate full of droids was used to hit a Jedi.
That's right. That's right.
So, I've only got a one mechanic. Is anybody else a good mechanic?
No, I've only got the one.
I'm at a 0.
I've got a 1 in mechanics. I'm at ace rank.
Oh no, yeah, that's all you. That's that seems like a ship thing, you know. I'm more of an administrator.
Fine. Administrate make sure that nothing bad happens here, and we'll go fix the ship. So I just pull the 3 of us down there to help the guys. Try to quickly.
Okay. Sounds good. No rolls necessary. You guys are going to take the time to do so. It's hot, it's sweaty. So the gamma shielding is actually part of a cooling. So once it's off, the whole ship just radiates heat. So everything's hot, everything's sweaty, and everything smells like farts and burnt ozone. If you've never experienced this, congratulations. It is a very annoying smell to be in. Anywho, hours are going to pass. Tensions are going to rise as you guys have an opportunity to get this thing installed. Your first hit the go button doesn't work. The second, third finally pulls it out, and the gamma shielding comes back on. Not with a lot of all right, it's on turning, but this plug needs to be reversed. So it's basically a bunch of basic mechanics with a guidebook trying to read through it and not skip steps. Exactly. And so after about 3 hours, you guys succeed installing this gamma shielding. Now, of course, once you get there, you can uninstall it and put it back in one of the crates. But you have the ability to go home now.
That's right.
All right. Well, we're getting close to the end of our show, so I want to get over to, once again, closing with Apopha. Like the last time we closed with Apopha was really good. Let's close with Apopha at this point in time. Apopha, you've got one class 10. This is going to take 9 days to get back, where it took you guys less than 8 hours. It's going to be 9 days to get back on this super slow hyperdrive. You got time to meet your friend.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I unbox him.
Yeah, it's the unboxing of
The unboxing.
IG 100 Magnadroid.
I'm all
Hey everybody,
nerded out.
like and subscribe if you like. I'm going to do an unboxing today. We've got this IG unit that was sent to us second from the Empire. I want to give a big shout out to those guys and that mysterious guy with the green sword. He made this all difficult but possible. So
Thank you so much. Big shout out also to Dogma. Thank you so much for hating him. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I pop open the lid. He's all shiny. Is he decorated? Because he was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So he has this large burn mark across his chest, similar to what you saw that the lightsaber was doing from that Jedi earlier. But for the most part, everything looks fine. He still has that tattered cape, and he's standing in a crumpled kind of manner to one side. Other droids surround him in all different directions, body parts and whatnot. You can see, and I say it this way because it's funny, but you understand, all of his accessories are here too, as you begin wading into the crate to get closer. You find the back of the IG, and Dokma has come with you. Since he's a droid master, he understands all these details and whatnot. Dokma pulls... What's that? Dokma says, I'm going to set it up so it recognizes Apopha as his responsible, master. It'll be okay. I've got this. And he begins punching buttons. He opens the back of the droid up and he begins diddling. He pops some wires off, sticks some things together, hits the go button, and he says, all right, we're ready. He undoes all his stuff, shuts it, and taps a button before closing a panel. And this boot up sequence comes in. It's silent. It's smooth. There's not a lot to it. It's like a whir of clockwork machinery that has been well oiled and maintained and crafted down with precision. Whirs for a moment. Dokma moves around and he's with you, and as the Magnadroid begins to kind of shift and look and move and pop joints into a position, there's a moment where Dokma goes, well, that's not part of the boot up sequence. as the IG droid stands up to its full height, and it has like some sort of event take place on its face. It looks left, it looks right, it looks around for a moment. There's no restraining bolt on him, and Dakma is holding a restraining bolt in his hand, hidden, so as not to easily be seen, just in case. And Dakma points to you, Apafa, and said, "This is the one you're responsible for. This is your owner." And the droid, who stands at 2 meters in height, clocks in at over 500 pounds of metal, looks down at you, and just has this very plain, angry looking face. You don't know if it's happy to see you or not, but it looks like it's ready to do some murdering.
Apafa goes, "What up, baby?" And as tiny as he is, he's just super excited. "I'm Apafa. What's your name?"
He points to his IG 100.
Nah, that's your designation. Kind of like how, look, what's your name? What do you want
Dakma
me to
reaches
call
out
you?
and touches you and says, "They don't have voice boxes.
Mm-hmm.
It's to keep them from, talking back and stuff." "Oh, yeah, I totally can install one. Yeah, that's not a problem." He starts sorting through a variety of things, and the IG, at this point in time, Dakma turns his back and begins looking through stuff. The IG takes a step closer to you and bends down. His eyes illuminate that horrific red Jedi lightsaber color all over you as he begins to examine you.
Is he trying to figure out what I am? What I look? It's because I don't have pants on, huh? That's what it is.
Oh, he's
Everybody
gauging
looks
your
at me
threat
like this.
level. He's engaging your threat level.
Aging your threat.
Well, that's what he does.
I slowly reach out towards him.
It stands up and holds one of his hands out and open, like it's about to grab something. It's about holding open about the size of your head.
I open my hand like this, and I put it right up to his.
When the two of your hands touch at some point in time, he just stares at your contact. He pulls his hand back, thrusts it to one side, and his staff jumps out of the debris and into his hand. It collapses partially, and he sticks it onto his side. He brushes his cloak around him like some sort of badass Jedi, and then he looks to the open world where everybody else is standing outside the crate. He begins moving debris out of your way as he heads toward the opening of the crate, the opening area of the crate. When he gets there, he turns and looks back at you.
I flip open my wings, and I pull out a hidden bottle of whiskey, and I twist my eyebrows, and I walk behind him with my chest out.
There is no way in which this will turn out horribly for everyone concerned, I say under my breath. In Twi'lek.
And that's fantastic. Oh my goodness. So there's an extensive list of cargo you guys have, and it's going to turn a pretty profit. And between now and the next time we get together, I'm sure that me and Ulan will have a chance to talk about what those numbers mean so that he can delegate out however that turns out to be. I'm sure it's valuable. You guys got all 8 crates plus extras.
These people chose flat fee. I don't know what's wrong with them. Brain damage. They didn't want to cut.
That's it.
It's astonishing. They went for flat fee.
We'll give them their 8 crates, and we'll hang out.
Well, there's going to be a review of all the important. Yes, obviously, just standard. Anyway,
definitely. So, I'm sorry. I know we only have about 6 minutes left before the top of the hour, but I lied when I said Apafa was the one I'm going to end on. Actually, the one I'm going to end on is the Kyber Crystal crate. Who wants to open it? The most valuable crate here, filled with Kyber crystals, apparently.
Pick me.
Amongst all the parts, pieces, droid, starship, blasters, armor, glass, transparent steel, and whatnot, The one with all the Coruscant markings and the one with all the Coruscant listed devices on the inside. When you open it, it has a feel that is different from the rest. Dust, dirt filled the air, the cracks and the crevices on the inside. There are chunks of stone in here, which looks like they might be part of some statue or building. And it seems odd to hold on to things like that. There are glass cubes in here that have strange facets on them in a box. It doesn't take long before you find a durasteel case. It is engraved with markings of the Jedi Temple, and it has inlays of wood on it. Upon opening it, there are crystals on the inside. Most of them have a variety of colors of yellows and greens and some blues, and there's an off purple one over there, but there's a total of about 15 of these crystals. They're about the size of your thumb, the fore end of your thumb. So like they're about yay big. They're not small. They're kind of chunky in a variety of different shapes. They're not cut either like gemstones to go in jewelry. They're natural and raw, and each one seems to be individually a piece of something. These crystals just seem to be crystals. There's nothing truly special about them, but they harp a huge value.
Did you say 15 boxes or 15 crystals?
15 crystals.
Are there any
Nice.
other crystals in here?
Oh, yeah, like I said, big glass cubes with strange faucets on them. There's several crate cases of those. Those are all in wood and black metal-looking cases, and it says Coruscant, Jedi Temple, and stuff like that. You also find, you find Jedi robes, Jedi staves, Jedi statues. It looks like a lot of Jedi stuff in this one crate.
Yeah,
It's kinda interesting.
But the crystals. Yes. This is what you were so keen on.
These 15 crystals.
There's 15 of them. This heist could have involved a small pouch. This.
While I'm digging around now in the crate to find a robe to put on. Does the robot recognize the box?
The robot is definitely looking around, and as you're digging through the robes, it reaches out and stops you, pulls you back, reaches beyond through the garbage, and produces what looks to be a metallic cylinder, and puts it into your hands.
Ooh, and I open it.
Oh, no, it doesn't seem... Oh, yeah, you find the open switch, you push it. All of a sudden, a beam of blue energy sears out and stabs into the nearby wall of the container.
I quickly close it.
Okay, the lightsaber turns off. Good thing you weren't looking into the container.
Or pointing it at yourself.
Oh. I put it in my robe.
That's worth a lot, my friend.
You said robes. You did not say lightsaber.
What if we want to
So
keep
no.
it?
You got an eye to you. Don't be all grabby hands.
They are. Don't get me wrong.
Now, I'm not saying that being able to pretend you're a Jedi might not have an advantage, but you're going to have to buy the goods, fair market value.
I got money.
You can discuss it, but there's no gimme here, all right? This is part of the haul. It's part of the divvy, all right? You'll pay for the lightsaber. Robe's free. The robe's a gimme. But the lightsaber...
wear robes.
Yes. And some stilts. Whatever. But no. The lightsaber's part of the haul. I take the lightsaber out of his hand. Say no. Put it back.
You stick your hand into your little pouches, you're like, fine. And you realize that the Jedi cloak you're wearing has something in its pocket. Do you say anything?
No. Never.
Okay. Mara, you found a Gungan...
Oh.
Go ahead.
It's like, does that mean we can all have robes?
Yes.
I don't care about the robes. The robes are fine. I mean, if you want to dress like a, religious fanatic that's being hunted by the Imperials, by all means. If you would just stand, however, 30 to 40 meters from me in any social situation, that would make me feel better about the entire operation of your clothing decisions.
From what I understand, but they're worth a lot of money. I mean, Kyber, Jesus, and it's like, just that box is probably worth 100,000 credits.
Wow.
I mean, you're not wrong, especially if you have a core like knowledge skill core of like at least one. Kyber crystals are sought after. There are people who can't do Jedi stuff, buy Kyber crystals just to have them and say, "Look, I made the collection complete."
I jump down in the box and I go, you know what? That fancy box is probably what that green sword dude was looking for.
Probably.
Saber's probably got one.
So the sooner it is not in our possession, the sooner it becomes somebody else's problem. Right? That
The
would seem to
box or
be
the crystals?
smart thing.
The box or the crystals?
The box, the crystals, the entire cargo container. You get the robes, everything else is part of the haul. That's what the contract is.
That's fair.
We
You tell
make
that to Robot, though.
we make the exchange, we get our cut. That's how capitalism works here.
Well, are
I
you
mean,
going to be the one
you've already got a few extra bonus swag. That's pretty much built into the price of the entire cost of doing business. You always look through the goods and see if there's something that you want personally,
But
as long
they
as it
don't
isn't
know
something
there's.
too valuable.
Yeah.
If it isn't too valuable or something that somebody else wants. When you steal something from somebody and they know that you have it, they will go to extreme measures to get it back. And I would like not to be in possession of it, so that even if they find us, we can just pawn it off on the person we sold it to. And then it becomes their problem. My job is to make sure it's not our problem. So the sooner we get
Correct. He's trying to protect you.
Apafa pretends to be listening and is putting a robe on the robot.
The robot actually already has a robe. If you look into Star Wars Asylum, where I shared the images, you can see they all have this badass robe that like swaggers over
the
them.
cloak. What color
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
cloak.
If you have Discord open, I actually shared 2 images, by the way.
Oh, I'm looking.
But I shared one of the IG unit and then one of the cargo containers. So.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, what color should he be?
Whatever
Oh,
you
he's
want.
like silver, right? Isn't he? Anyway,
It looks like they could be gold, silver, or like a weird smoky gray. Let's go with this titanium gray. I like this. Heck yeah. Oh, I see. I'm looking them up now. Oh, that just gave me an idea.
flame job, always. It's always the flame job.
So my point is that this is I mean, it's dangerous. This is a very dangerous crate. Okay, but if we hand this crate over, then she's going to there's a lot that falls back on us if we hand this crate over. I say this would be one of the crates that we just keep hold of ourselves and just
Why would it be? Why wouldn't we sell it? Why would you want to keep it? It's radioactive.
and if you give it to a mun, I'm just saying
What's wrong with giving it to a mun?
she's just as likely to come back. If it falls back on her, we're the next step.
No. The only people who know we've got it now is whoever that Jedi. That Jedi is going to be looking for it. So let's just give it off to somebody else. It's like a cursed object. In the worst of times, you can just hand a cursed object off to any baby, and that's really basically the best way to go.
Well, hold on. That's assuming it's cursed. Because
well, I'm considering it a dangerous object to have in our possession.
What if it's the one object he wants, and we just so happen to be the pirates to get it to him?
I really like the shirt. So that's like
when have religious people had tons of money? Look at the robe you're wearing. Does that the finest of silk? Is it embroidered with silver? No. They're monks, aren't they? Or knights or sycophants or whatever religious fanatics are. They don't have money.
wealth is not always weighed in dollars and cents.
Well, it is on my planet. You
Well, you
want to
wouldn't
sell
want
it to
to.
the Jedi
Let me
that you
ask you
shot
this.
at.
Would you rather have him as a friend or the guy that gave away the one thing he needed?
We can discuss this later. How does that sound? When we make
I
a
like that.
full appraisal of everything we've got, it can determine how moral and good and virtuous we want to be.
Like, let's get back. Let's do a complete inventory. Let's make sure we doctor the inventory of every one of these crates, and we just give them the stuff that we want to give them.
Generally, that's how it works.
I think that they might be worried that he's gonna overtalk everybody, but I work to make sure that
Yeah.
that kind of stuff
I
doesn't happen at
Okay.
the table.
I turn and I just hand the bottle that I was drinking to the robot, and I go, I agree, and I jumped out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
The robot will cack the bottle, put it into a container, and follow after you. Mara, you found a variety of things from weapons and Gungan light shields and stuff like that. So you're having a good old time. Did you want to dig through the Jedi crate to see if you could find anything worth of value to you?
Well, I thought the lightsaber was pretty cool.
Yes,
Did
we're
you want
not
to see if you
talking
could
about
find a lightsaber?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find anything else cool.
Okay, I will let you make a perception roll with the difficulty increased by 2 to see if you can find specifically something cool.
So is it a difficulty of 2?
Nope, you increase it by 2.
Nice.
What's the base?
2. The base is 2,
So-
and then you increase it by 2.
So is that what I was supposed
Oh.
to do?
Hell yes, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Ulan, you're just like, gosh, and you pocket the lightsaber, and you see Mara pull one out of another container. It's like, oh yeah.
You don't want that.
hand over the lightsaber again.
It's really kind of small, but yeah, you walk over. It's a kind of a small lightsaber, and something about it doesn't look like it's actually as dangerous as you think it could be when you're looking at it. It seems to be there's writing on it that seems to be a bit off, and you're not 100% sure what it's saying.
Don't turn it on in the ship while we're in hyperspace. All right, just wait till we're somewhere with a big open area, then you can turn these things on. All right, this is basic safety. Almost put a hole in the ship and turn the other one on.
Does it feel like you said it doesn't? Huh?
It is a
The Jedi are like there's a reason why the Empire is freaking hunting these guys. All right, and these are the vestments of those people. So I mean, they have a lot of value somewhere, but they also have a lot of potential bad.
Yeah, but if you're in a situation where you need to look like one, it's great to have.
I think so. Other things like choosing this thing. There should be an option when you're.
What if
Can.
you're infiltrating a rebel base?
Yeah, what if you're trying to steal some crates from a ship and a Jedi shows up? It would have been real helpful to walk out in one of those robes.
Don't you think they know who each other are? I mean, there's some sort of club, right? They have a secret
They
handshake,
don't
or
know me, baby.
they have some sort of space magic. Or...
There are literally people that are hunting them that also have lightsabers.
So again, a very good reason to not have any of those things in our possession. That we just sell them
That
off.
seems really special.
Oh, they are very special in the same way that a black
but
hole is special.
this one's like seems like a collectible or like almost
yeah. It definitely
ceremonial.
doesn't seem like it seems more ceremonial than anything. Does anybody else want to take a look at it?
Yeah, what does it say? Do I read it?
Training.
Oh,
It's training saber.
I had a feeling that's what it was.
You also Yeah, exactly. It looks like one, doesn't cut through anything, it doesn't hurt people. It's kind of like hitting people with a wiffle bat.
It's a wooden sword of lightsabers.
Correct.
Yeah, like a lightsaber kendo sword, like kendo sword.
From a logistics point of view, a trading saber is a saber where the magnetic bubble is there, but none of the plasma's inside of it. So.
Correct.
It doesn't cut.
It still looks, but you just went. Not the Jedi. Not the Jedi.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. That's a hell of a haul. I'm happy. Very
Yeah.
happy.
I mean, are we gonna go through all the crates, or how do we do that? Okay.
Max, that's me, is going to make up a short list, talk with Ulan. We're going to talk about the things that are found that are valuable, and he's going to dictate out like what stuff gets kept and stuff like that. And I'm sure you guys will have 2 cents into it. And then we go from there. Because I mean, like, you guys hauled off a droidica, a full-fledged droidica. Like, holy crap. Do you need a guard dog? Magna Guard is cool. Droidica is like, I have shields and 4 fucking blasters, and I have an attitude problem. So
Yeah. And we're playing Sabik right now, drinking. I mean, she don't drink, but but she plays Sabik, right?
I mean, anyone civilized plays Sabik, yes.
Right. Oh, that's gonna be funny. Me, you, and the robot sitting around. That'd be a great image to put together.
all right. Well, we think we're done. I think
Yeah.
we're done. I think Cargo Wranglers has come to an end, and we need to one amongst the chat talk about, like, amongst our little private chat here, figure out what happens next. What's the next story we're going to tell? Go from there. Yeah, this was fun. This was Cargo Wranglers.
Nice.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Let's figure this out, and then also, guys, just kind of keep in mind, if you like these characters, you can continue forward with them as we do backstory.
If you go to the control section, you should on the
I know that Ulan's going to be around
left side of
quite a
it,
bit.
there'll be like the little boxes, and you
But,
just select them,
if you want to do a different
and
character as
that'll
well,
add it to like that's what's gonna
Magna
equip it.
Droid.
So if you picked out your starting tool,
Oh yeah.
it will
If there's somebody else that you
it'll
want to play,
populate
I don't know what your
in the
schedule's like.
inventory tab.
It's crazy.
Does that make sense?
I mean, is everybody available next Wednesday?
I am not.
No.
Next Wednesday.
Correct.
I work
No.
I work
I'm not.
every Wednesday of February.
If you go to the view,
My schedule's
I could-
open.
the view and the character
so-
sheet as a
I could do a Thursday.
Next Thursday, yes. The Thursday after that, no. And then we're in February. Where's MegaCon at? I know it's on my
March.
list here. Oh, it's not until March. Never mind. I don't know why I thought it was on February. Yeah, so February 5th, yes. 12th, no. 19, no. I might be able to switch the 12th over to the 22nd. So I'll have to see about that. But yeah, I have some availability. A lot of my games are up in the air as we transition between my paid games are transitioning between the ends of some and beginnings of other and stuff like that. So yeah.
I mean, I know that Steve and I both have pretty solid marches, but
Heck yeah. Oh heck yeah. A space like my house? Yeah, I live in a house. Yeah.
table that we can all sit at and set up cameras and stuff like that.
Dude, I'll take a picture and share it with you. I have what's called a sitting room. It's from the 60s where people would get all in there, sit and drink and smoke.
Does it have a conversation pit? Conversation pit.
It does.
Nice.
It does. It has it's big. So this is a nice house. Yeah. I got a good setup.
Cool.
So we'll figure that out, and we'll see who's going to be in that area, and we'll determine what kind of a story we want to tell. Maybe keep it
Yeah.
short, like a one section thing.
Yeah. This one was designed to be 4 sessions long, or 5 basically, 4 sessions long. So it's like beginning / intro leads to escalation, leads to forgot what it's called. Top of the story. What's the mid? Yes. Anyways, yeah. So this was the design, and then we get to the point where it's the. I can't remember what's the middle of the story called. My brain is
The arc.
climax. That's what it is. So the climax was you guys were found the treasure. You guys had an opportunity